Well, good evening to you from Rockport, Missouri, here at Rockport High School, as we welcome you in to the KMAX stream here at KMAland.com into a 275 conference doubleheader here tonight as the Rockport Blue Jays play host to the East Atchison Wolves here this evening. Ethan Hewitt here with you. The call this one here this evening should be a fun one. Girls are going to be coming up here first momentarily, and we'll also have the boys game coming up later on this evening, and all that coming your way here on the KMAX stream. Well, we got the girls game coming up first here. East Atchison comes to this one 17-7 on the season, and meanwhile Rockport coming in 9-12 on the year. Well, when you look at the past matches between these two teams, East Atchison has won the past 11 matchups in this series, and this year they've already met a couple of times. Early on in the year, they met at the Mound City Invitational. East Atchison took that one 61-27. And then the Fairfax tournament just last month, it was a bit of a closer game. Blue Jays gave them all what they could, and but East Atchison still managed to escape 39-34 in that one. You get the last Rockport win all the way back in January of 2017. Rockport got a 55-42 win in that one. Well, again, East Atchison 17-7 coming into this one on the year. They've won 4 of their past 6, getting hot at the right time as we get near the postseason as well here in Missouri. Their only losses in those 6 games come to East Buchanan, 61-18, and also Lathrop, 59-35. At both of those coming at the Hamilton tournament last year, and also last month, I should say, and also had a nice 9-game win streak going before that East Buchanan loss. And of course, also they did win the Fairfax tournament, kept the hardware there in East Atchison, and then also got 3rd in the Mound City tournament earlier this year. Of course, Natalie Hedlund has been the headline, the senior. She's had a big year and a big part of the offensive efforts for this East Atchison Wolves team that's averaging 46.8 points per game while giving up 40.1. Hedlund, of course, had a school record 39 points in a single game over Union Star earlier this year. And meanwhile, for Rockport, they're coming in on this one, a bit of a skid 4-game losing streak right now. Those came into Worth County, Platte Valley, Nottoway Valley, and also to Mound City most recently. Before that, though, a little 3-game win streak with some wins over Southold, DeKalb, and Hamburg as well. But this is a pretty young team this year. The lone senior has had some significant playing time, is Michaela Makings. But your point leader this year has been Avery Meyerkorth, averaging 9.8 points per game, and she's just a sophomore, and also leads the team in field goal percentage, shooting 44% from the field. Of course, Makings has a big presence down low. She is the rebounding leader for the team, averaging 7 rebounds per game. And also your free throw and 3-point leader, Cheney Vogler, a junior, shooting 78% from the stripe and also 30% from deep. A solid effort there for the Blue Jays. We'll be looking to make another close one here tonight. We'll take a quick break, though. We'll have your starters coming up on the other side of this. We'll also have tip-off coming up. Again, this is a 275 conference doubleheader. I guess I should let you know we are not the only game on the airwaves this evening. We've still got plenty of other action going on. Of course, also up in Iowa, we got the Agrivision Equipment Group Tournament Trail underway on the AM tonight. You can hear some Class 1A district first rounds in boys basketball. Griswold at Logan Magnolia. That's a 7 o'clock start for that one. These games coming up a little later on tonight. Single games. We've got a doubleheader here, so we got the girls' game starting up here in just a few minutes. But, of course, again, as we said on the AM, so district first round boys basketball 1A. Griswold at Logan Magnolia. Next time it says the call of that one also on KMA-FM 99.1. Clarinda Shenandoah will also have some Class 1A district first round boys basketball. Lamoni at East Union. Trevor Mater will have the call of that one. Also, playoff action already underway up in Iowa. But again, tonight, here we got a 275 conference girls boys doubleheader here this evening. Of course, following all these games later on tonight, you can listen to the Keast Auto Family High School Basketball Scoreboard Show with Ryan Matheny and Derek Martin. That'll be running from 9:30 to 11 o'clock this evening. Well, again, we're going to step aside here real quick. Should be a fun one coming up. It's the girls' game of this 275 conference doubleheader here tonight. Here, Rockport playing host to East Atchison. Ethan Hewitt here with you on the KMA Extra. We'll step aside. We'll have starters and tip-off coming up on the other side.
Seeing is believing. That's what you'll hear from customers that choose Barrett Auto Center of Glenwood time and time again. Barrett customers come in for vehicles and service work, but they come back for conversation and honest advice. They want one of the largest pre-owned and fully serviced inventories in KMA land, and they return when they've gone elsewhere and it just isn't the same. See and believe for yourself how little differences add up to a better car buying experience. Come back to Barrett's and Barrett'sAutoCenter.com.
For over 20 years, Chat Mobility has provided you the latest technology, competitive prices, and a nationwide high-speed network. Though important, we're a whole lot more. We serve your hometown communities, sponsor your local chambers and events. It's our goal to work hard while giving back to those who graciously support us. At Chat Mobility, our interests are much deeper than providing great service. We're just committed to serving you. To learn more, see us at chatmobility.com today.
For very best convenience, it's Cubby's. Stop in today for hot and fresh food, plus that local spirit that you'll always find at Cubby's. And when it comes to pizza at Cubby's, with every large pizza sold, Cubby's gives $1 to the local school district with the Raise Some Dough program. In fact, Cubby's contributed $29,855 in 2021 to local schools for educational and athletic purposes. Just another reason to stop, shop, and eat at Cubby's. For the Cubby's near you, go to Cubby's.com.
Here's unlimited super fast internet you can always rely on. Look no further than FMTC's fiber internet. With so much relying on your internet these days, you need a connection you can trust. You can work from home, video chat, stream your favorite TV shows, and more without worrying about the stability of your internet. You could have what everyone else wishes they had.
Your connection to the world, FMTC.
Hi, this is Alan at Hawkeye Ford, reminding you that we are your destination for new and used vehicles in Southwest Iowa. We accept many options for trade-in with or without wheels to get your deal done. Hawkeye Ford is also your Southwest Iowa WeatherTech headquarters, so come on down with whatever you need to get done to get into a new vehicle for you and your family.
Welcome back now here into Rockport, Missouri, here on the KMAX stream at KMAland.com. Coming to you here from Rockport, Missouri, here in Atchison County. Little county rivalry here tonight as East Atchison travels to Rockport here this evening. Girls game is coming up here now. We'll get you your starting lineups here for the visiting East Atchison. They're, of course, under the helm. Head coach Dustin Barnes giving you starting lineup for tonight. Senior Natalie Hedlund, sophomore Leslie Schleter, sophomore Grace Oswald, junior Claire Martin, and also senior Faith Anderson round out the starting five for an offense averaging 46.8 points per game, giving up 40.1 a game. And meanwhile, for the Rockport Blue Jays playing host night here on senior night for Rockport under the helm of head coach Maddie McPhillips. They're going to be going with their starting five of Cheney Vogler, the junior averaging 9.4 points per game. Also Dylan Kemmerling, the junior, averaging 4.4 a game. Avery Meyerkorth, the sophomore, averaging 9.8 points per game. Also Addie Mayfield, the sophomore, averaging 8.5 points per game. And then Michaela Makings rounds out the starting five, the senior, averaging 3.1 points per game for a team as a total averaging 40 a game and giving up 42.9 points per game. Well, once again, should be a fun one here tonight. These two teams had a close one last time at the Fairfax Invitational. East Atchison got on the winning end, 39-34 in that one. We'll see what tonight has in store for us now as the teams start to make their way here out onto the court. We'll have East Atchison in the orange trim here this evening. Meanwhile, Rockport will be wearing the white with the blue trim here this evening. Again, a lot of really good environment here this evening. A little Atchison County rivalry here. Senior night for Rockport. A lot of good energy in the air right now as we get set to get this girls game underway of this 275 conference doubleheader here tonight. Of course, the boys game coming up later on this evening. But to get things started for us in the center circle, Avery Meyerkorth for Rockport. Meanwhile, Faith Anderson will be in there battling for East Atchison to get this one underway. As the Roast make their way to center court, the tip is up and East Atchison will win the toss. And Claire Martin will bring it up now here at the point. Grace Oswald at the top of the key, puts up the table right away off the mark and rebounded there by Vogler. Now she'll hand it off here to Addie Mayfield. They will roll left side, left wing. Outfield along the free throw line there. Meyerkorth working to the paint, has a step out, loses it for a second, but they keep it alive there on that left wing, and now they're going to call it a jump ball there in the air. It favors the Blue Jays, so we'll stick here on the Rockport side of the court. We'll have an inbound coming up here on the far sideline. Dylan Kemmerling will be the one to inbound it here for the Blue Jays. She'll get it in here to Mayfield, who handles it. Back to the left side to Kemmerling, back down to Mayfield once more. Pushes over the right side. Here's Makings driving, kicks it out right corner. Tray ball from Vogler rattles out, and a rebound there by Martin. Martin will bring across half court now. Gives it off to Oswald. Now over to Hedlund, who's going to drive here, kicks it out. Back to the top of the key, Oswald once more. That's the room. There's work around on the baseline. They give it to Hedlund now here on this near side. Driving baseline. Hedlund feeds it up. There was looking for Leslie Schluter, but got in the way. Couple of Blue Jays. Now here comes Rockport up with the cross half court. Mayfield handles it. And now a nice steal there from Clara Martin. Now quickly up court to Hedlund. Left block off the glass. Can't get it to fall. There once again for the rebound is Vogler. Or excuse me, that is Avery Meyercourt is going to work her way up. Now she's going to handle it again. Left block, trying to work back towards the basket. Now gets triple team. There's going to be another jump ball, and this one will go to East Atchison. Scoreless here through the first nearly minute and a half of this first quarter. As East Atchison now will have another offensive opportunity. Oswald brings it up. It's Barnes shouting out for the signals. Here's Anderson now, free throw line. Jumper from there. That one rattles out. For the rebound is Avery Meyercourt. Now gives it to Mayfield at the center circle. Now to the left side here, baseline. There is Vogler, and she'll kick it back out to Mayfield, left wing. Now at the point, here's Makings. Makings gives it off to Mayfield, left wing once again. Now here over to Kemmerling. Now a free throw line, Avery Meyercourt. Her pass was looking outside. There's going to go a little high and out of bounds. Well, they are going to say it got tipped, is what they're going to say. So we'll stick here with Rockport. They did in the Mayfield here near half court. Now she'll work it over to that far side. To Kemmerling. Trey ball, that one long off the mark. Offensive rebound and put back. Go by Vogler, and that gets us our first 2 points of the night. Oswald now top of the key over to Hedlund, right side. Baseline driving. Hedlund kicks it back out to Oswald now. Oswald wide open. Now gives it over to Anderson, over to Hedlund. In that right corner. Long two-pointer there for Hedlund. Drains it. Knocks us back up at 2 here with 5:20 left here in this first quarter. Now, working on this near side is Mayfield. She's going to get double teamed. She's going to get tripped up, it looks like. They're going to call a foul there on East Atchison. They will get that one on Oswald. Got tangled up there with Mayfield. Now Makings will inbound it. On this near side, will get it into Mayfield. Now they'll push over Vogler, pass a little high. Vogler tried to haul it in, couldn't quite get it though, so we'll save it out of bounds. Will be another turnover here for Rockport. And still just 2-2 ball game here. Just over 5 minutes left here in this first quarter. Oswald pushes it over here to Schluter. Shot a little off the mark though. Now coming away with it quickly. Here's Meyercourt working down court. Into the paint, lost the handle on it. Now a fight for it. Scrumford on the floor, still fighting for it. Eventually Makings comes away with it. Now Hedlund gets upset on that pass, and now it's going to be over and back. They will call there on that one. Good defense there from East Atchison. Forces another turnover. Now substitution here for East Atchison. Emily Blum will check in for her first time of the night, replaces Schluter. Martin inbounds it to Oswald now, who are bringing it up to the point. They give it to Anderson, left elbow. Now over the right side. Martin now gives it back to Anderson. Jumper left elbow. That one rings home. Senior forward knocks that one home and gives her Wolves the lead now 4-2. Their first of the night. Now here's Mayfield calling some shots here now over there to Kemmerling, left wing. And now Hedlund gets a swat on that one and going to knock that one out of bounds. And they'll say that one goes out off of East Atchison. Meyercourt was trying to chase it down. And they will actually say they will flip it. The crowd showed some displeasure and they will get the call switched there. Meyercourt looked like she was chasing that one down over that side. They might have touched it late there before it went out. Now over to Martin. Cross court to Anderson, left on this near side. Now over to Blum, right corner, and just lost the handle on that one. A lot of high cross court passes on that possession. Ends up costing the Wolves a offensive possession there. And Rockport now will inbound it. A substitution as well. Jersey Papa checks in for the first time for East Atchison. And now driving down there, it's going to be another foul against East Atchison. Again, that one against Grace Oswald. That'll be her second. And she will check out of the game. Clara Martin will replace her. Also checking in is Ella Meyerkorth for Rockport. Freshman, averaging 5.5 points per game. Now here's Mayfield, top of the key. Now here is Ella Meyerkorth with it. Cross court to Vogler. Right wing, right, tray ball, and that swirls home. And Rockport reclaims the lead. Now Vogler 5 points on the night. Now here's Martin driving paint, trying to feed it to Blum. Blum tries to keep it alive, and she does, but now there's a scrum for it on the floor on this near side. Still fighting for it. Now eventually we're going to have a jump ball call. And this time it will favor Rockport. A lot of girls on the floor in that one. I think about half of both teams were down there fighting for that one at one point. Nonetheless, jump ball will go to Rockport, holding on to a 5-4 lead here with 3:24 left here in this first quarter. And now the kick out to Mayfield once again, guarded here by Hedlund. She'll bring it back towards the point. Right elbow looking for Makings. Pass goes a little wide. It goes to the hands of Schluter. Now Schluter up the court. Looking for Hedlund. Hedlund right there on that right block, a little behind the basket. You got the offensive rebound, and she'll get the foul. So now Hedlund will be making her first visit to the line tonight. And then we'll get Ella Meyerkorth for that foul. That is her first. And now Hedlund will head to the line here for the Lady Wolves. Free throw on the way here for Hedlund, a little short. Substitutions ball coming here for Rockport. Avery Meyerkorth checks back in, replaces Dylan Kemmerling. Hedlund's second free throw is now on the way, and that one also rattles out. Now a tip for the rebound, and Makings eventually chases it down in the near corner. She'll bring it across half court now. Here's Makings, bounce pass over the left side of the corner. Here's Ella Meyerkorth driving. Lowe's looking for the feed, but ends up right in the hands there of Jersey Papa, who gets the steal. Now Clara Martin will bring it up across half court. Now Hedlund wide open, tray ball right wing. That one rattles out. And now a fight for the rebound. They will say it goes out off of East Atchison. So it'll be Rockport basketball here with 2:35 left here in this first quarter. Still holding on here to a 5-4 lead at the moment. Mayfield gets the inbound to center court. Now here's Avery Meyerkorth, and now her pass is going to get tipped out of bounds there by Clara Martin. Sticks with the Blue Jays. Makings now will inbound on that far sideline. Mayfield to the senior side. Now here's Ella Meyerkorth. Cross-court pass to Vogler. Feeding it to Makings, left elbow. Makings driving, kicks it back out, wide open. Vogler, tray ball left corner, bang! Channy Vogler, 8 points now on the night. Gives Rockport an 8-4 lead. Now here's Martin for the Wolves. Over to Schluter, down low to Hedlund. Double team, spin it back towards the basket. Hedlund through a couple of defenders, puts it in. Cuts the deficit back to 2. 8-6 here with under 2 minutes left now here in the first. Makings across half court. Spinning back inside, has to pick it up. Now bounces over Meyerkorth, driving baseline. Oh, Meyerkorth took some contact, but gets the feed here over to Avery Meyerkorth in this near corner. Out of Vogler, out of the pointers, Makings left side. Ella Meyerkorth, tray ball left corner. That one a little long. A rebounded though by Avery Meyerkorth. Right block, kicks it back out to Vogler. Long two-pointer on this near side. That one well off the mark. And Schluter ends the offensive possession from Rockport with the rebound. Martin now at the point near the center circle. The movement now here for East Atchison. They give it over to Papa, right wing. Now they try to feed down low to Hedlund. Hedlund right to the basket, lays it up and in. And ties us back up at 8. Hedlund now up to 6 points on the night as we near a minute left here in the first quarter. All knotted up at 8. Makings kicks it out. Avery Meyerkorth driving. Mid-range jumper near side, rattles it home. There's her first 2 points tonight. Takes it a 10-8 lead. Now under a minute. 47 seconds left here in the first. Here's Anderson now. Back to Martin here at the point. Trying to float it down low to Anderson. Does in the paint. Anderson, tough shot off the glass. Can't get it to fall in Makings with the rebound. There's Mayfield across half court. Working over to that far side now. 26 seconds left. And now another big active hand there. Big swat there from Claire Martin. Knocks that one out of bounds. As Emily Blum checks back in for East Atchison. And Dylan Kemmerling checks back in for Rockport. We get set for an inbound here with 24.5 seconds left here. Rockport with the possession. Mayfield takes the inbound. Mayfield gives it to Makings left over. Kick it out to Vogue in the left corner. Now here's Kemmerling. Back to Mayfield now. 13 seconds. Rockport taking their time. They give it over to Vogue, her left wing. Back to Mayfield now. 5 seconds. Makings. Free throw line. Trying to kick it out to Vogue. A long 2-pointer from that left corner. Doesn't quite get it to go. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. 10-8 the score here in this one. Rockport trying to pull off a bit of an upset here. They have a 2-point lead here, 10-8 at the end of one. We're back after this here on the KMA Extreme at KMAland.com.
Iowa Western Community College has important news for you. If you're a high school senior trying to figure out what your next step in life will be after high school, consider this. Students learning trade-specific skills will get you into the workplace quicker, making a good living and having a lot less college debt. Iowa Western offers 1 to 2 year programs in nursing, welding, industrial tech, and advanced manufacturing, plus many others. Great skills and great pay in less time. Talk to Iowa Western Community College in Clarinda and Shenandoah and start planning your future now.
At Legacy Mutual Insurance, your family's needs and success are our priority. That's our legacy. Bringing added convenience to our clients is important to us, and our new office at 614 Holland Avenue in Stanton does just that. It provides a central location for servicing our policyholders and our agents more efficiently. Find a local agent at legacymutualia.com and see how we've been providing farm and homeowners coverage in Southwest Iowa since 1870. Legacy Mutual Insurance, a Grinnell Mutual member, now located in Stanton.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. Ethan Hewitt here with you after one as we get set to begin the second quarter. It's a 10-8 ball game here in favor of Rockport. And now Oswald wide open here. Long 2-pointer from the right wing. Gives us our first 2 points of the second quarter to bring us back to a 10-10 ball game. Now driving here, Avery Meyerkorth from the paint. Gets it to fall and reclaims a 12-10 lead. Meyerkorth now up to 4 points on the night. Here's Oswald once more. At the point for the Wolves, they give it to Schlueter. Schlueter driving, left block, hits the shot, a fall, and they will say offensive foul on that one. Yes, I'm from the backs here, and they're going to say she shoved off a little bit there on that shot. I, of course, didn't see it from the backside, but nonetheless, that is the call, so we'll go back to Rockport, no basket. Now here's Makings handling it near side to Mayfield now at the point. Bounces over to Vogler, left corner. Now back to Mayfield here, still on that far side. Now to Makings. Guarded tightly here by Hedlund here at the point. Now we're to Mayfield once again. Now Vogler, left corner, puts up the contested 3. That one a little short. And Hedlund climbs the ladder to snag the rebound. Now here's Martin back across half court to Oswald now at the center circle. Give it to Schlueter now, left wing. Schlueter will work her way over. Now gives it to Claret Martin. He's going to bring it back out towards the center over to Oswald. Right wing, wide open. Tray ball from there. That one a little long. But the rebound and put back there by Schlueter. Knocks us back up here at 12. 6:35 left now here in this first half. Pass wide. Goes to the hands of Oswald. Now feeds it to Hedlund. Left block. Hedlund contested 2. Gets it to fall. And now East Atchison reclaims the lead. 8 points now for Hedlund on the night. 6-2 run to start this second quarter here for East Atchison. Here's Avery Meyerkorth driving. Baseline gets held up. Has to kick it back out to Mayfield in that left corner. Still baseline tough. 2. Long 2 there for Mayfield. Looking for the foul. Didn't get it though. And Oswald now coming back with it after the rebound. They give it over to Martin, right wing. Martin to Anderson, left elbow. They give it to Hedlund. Now back to Oswald at the point. And now a big swat there from Meyerkorth. Got her all of her hand on that one, but can't quite haul it in and goes out of bounds on this near side. And will stick here with East Atchison as Emily Blum checks back in here for East Atchison. She'll replace Leslie Schlueter. And also Ella Meyerkorth checks back in here for Rockport, replacing Kayla Makings. Now here's Oswald at the point once more. Now cross-court pass here to Blum in that right corner. Gives it over to Martin now, back to Anderson. They driving towards that left block. Anderson can't quite get the shot to go, but big offensive rebound there from Hedlund, and the putback rattles around and can't quite get it to go. And a rebound there by Dylan Kemmerling. Now she's going to work up cross-court. Out of Mayfield. Now here's Ella Meyerkorth. Lost it there for a second. Keeps it alive, though. Gives it out to Avery Meyerkorth. Now cross-court pass to Vogler. Now Mayfield at the point. 5 minutes left now. Here's Ella Meyerkorth driving. Oh, look to kick it out. Vogler left wing. Trey ball. Bang! Vogler has the hot hand this evening, and that retakes the lead here for Rockport, 15-14. That's 3 shots from deep for Vogler. Now Clara Martin pulls up from the parking lot. That one rattles off the back iron, and now on the rebound, they're going to get a foul from behind there by Emily Blum. And now Kayla Makings will check back into the game. Who replaces Dylan Kemmerling. Now cross-court to Vogler here, handles it. Cross-court back to Mayfield. 3 ball there from that right wing. That one off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, by Avery Meyerkorth. Now a scramble, and she's going to be called for the travel. It took too many steps as she was trying to fight through a couple of defenders. And it will be East Atchison ball. Emily Blum checks out. As Jersey Papa checks back in. Oswald will be the one to bring it up now. Under 4.5 left here in this first half. Now they give it to Papa at the free throw line. Now back to Oswald trying to float it down low here to Schlueter, and she is going to be fouled. A couple of Blue Jays in the area. They will get that one. They're on Avery Meyerkorth, her first. Inbound here from the left side of the basket. Now here for the Wolves. Hedlund. To inbound, shot off the mark. Offensive rebound there here by Hedlund from behind the basket. Puts it back up, and she will be fouled. And we'll get that one on Avery Meyerkorth once again. That is her second now. We have just over 4 minutes left now. Hedlund heads back to the line. Missed both in her first visit. And now this time, this one will also rattle out. Keeps it a 15-14 game here as Dylan Kemmerling checks back in now here for Rockport. As Hedlund now gets set for her second free throw. That shot is up, and that one also a little long. Now fight for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Hedlund, and she will work it back out here, and they'll reset out here for East Atchison. Now to Hedlund, driving baseline, lost the handle on it. Now a Pfeiffer on the floor. A few Blue Jays in there on that one, and they will give another jump ball here, and this will go to Rockport. 15-14 again the score here. Blue Jays up over East Atchison here with just under 4 minutes left here in this first half. Vogler, now her pass. Oswald got a hand on it. Can't quite haul it in, though, before it sails out of bounds. We've seen that a lot tonight. A lot of active hands defensively here for the Wolves. Just haven't been able to turn a lot of them in the buckets on the other end so far. Makings now handles it near side. Makings has the room, feeds it here to Kemmerling. Kemmerling driving baseline, lost it, and they will say she is fouled. Looks like one ref was getting ready to pull a trap from behind, but ref down behind the basket calls that one a foul. Well, will stick here with Rockport to get that one on Schlueter. That's her second. Makings inbounds it. Gets it in here to Mayfield. Will bring it back to the point. Now pass cross court. Claire Martin gets a hand on it. She holds on to that one. Now floating it down the Hedlund left block. Tough shot and one. There for Natalie Hedlund. reclaims the lead here for Reese Atchison. 16-15, chance to make it a 2-point ball game. Couple of substitutions. Faith Anderson and Emily Blum check back in now here for the Wolves here with 3.5 left in this first half as Hedlund set for the end one attempt. Has missed all 4 free throws so far, but hits that one to make it a 17-15 ball game. Their timeout called by East Atchison as the players step aside. We'll step aside as well here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. Back after this.
Since 1892, Malvern Bank has been building community from 404 Main Street in Malvern, Iowa. For generations, Malvern Bank has been serving local businesses, families, and farms to help them achieve their goals in every step of their lives. From saving for college to planning for retirement and everything in between, Malvern Bank is your full-service community bank. Call, click, or stop in today to apply for an account, loan, or credit card. Malvern Bank, we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Nutrien Ag Solutions is your leading agricultural retailer of crop inputs and expert solutions. And they're your choice in the region for top-of-the-line products and customer service. When nothing short of the best is your standard, talk with Nutrien Ag Solutions in Westboro, Missouri, Coyne, Percival, and Essex, Iowa for fall application and products. Nutrien Ag Solutions, growing your crops and your bottom line.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School here on the KMA video stream. Ethan Hewitt here with you, coming out of the East Atchison timeout. 17-15 lead here for the Lady Wolves, coming out of the three-point effort there for Natalie Hedlund. Now handling it here is Makings, near side of the corner, Vogler. Now back to Makings, puts up the tray ball from there. That one will off the mark, and now trying to chase it down is Mayfeld. She's going to say she stepped out before she was able to get rid of that. So we'll go here to East Atchison here with 3:15 left here in this first half. Edlin and Vogler lead the way respectively, 11 points each so far for both of their squads. Now here's Anderson handling it, left wing for East Atchison out of the corner to Blum. Blum puts up the tray ball from there, that one long, and rebounded there by Mayfeld. Now Ella Meyerkorth kicks it over to Mayfeld. Now back to Meyerkorth and their side to Makings. Makings now feeds it off to Kemmerling here, right elbow, and now Hedlund gets a couple hands in there. And that will be a jump ball call, I believe, and that will favor East Atchison. Substitution as well here for the Lady Wolves as Leslie Schluter checks back into the game, replaces Emily Blum. As Oswald brings it across half court. Now they work into the corner. Schluter now feeding it down low to Anderson. Anderson, couple of active hands in there. Ends up Collins loses it, but they will say it goes out off of East Atchison. So back to Rockport here with just over 2.5 left in this first half. Now Meyerkorth handles it. Gives it off to Makings near side once again. Out of the corner. Mayfield back to Makings. Feeding it down low to Kemmerling in the paint. And Kemmerling trying to little pivot pass there, can't quite get. Pass off, we're taking an extra step, and now she will check out of the game. As Avery Meyerkorth checks back in. Now Oswald brings it across half court. Working towards the near side, over to Anderson, left corner. Now pass to the paint, long two-pointer there for Schluter, rolls around and in. 4 points now for Schluter. They extend the lead to 4, biggest lead for the Wolves so far in this first half, 19-15. Under 2 minutes now. Avery Meyerkorth handles it. Now over to the corner of Vogler. Just have the hot hand. Working inside here, and that's going to be a quick timeout called by Maddie McPhillips. Wants to talk some things over with her girls. We'll stick with you here just real quickly for this one. Quick 30-second timeout. Again, 19-15 your score here in this one right now. Been a 9-3 run here that's gotten to us to where we are. Rockport was up by 2 at the end of the first quarter, had a 10-8 lead. Cheney Vogler had 11 points in the first quarter, and had 8 points, I should say, in the first quarter. Had a tray ball also early in the second quarter. She's up to 11 points on the night. Meanwhile, Natalie Hedlund also leads her squad with 11 points on the evening. Also, Lizzie Schluter with 4 on the eyes. They're back and forth. First quarter, of course, Rockport came out on top, and then it was a 6-2 run to start it And now, most recently, the series we've had 9-3 here for East Atchison has given them their 19-15 lead here with 1:45 left here in this first half. And Rockport will have possession coming out of the timeout. Both teams now sitting here with 4 timeouts left. They get it into Ella Meyerkorth, and Meyerkorth kicks it out top of the key. Mayfield, tray ball from their high arching shot, rattles out. And now tipping around the rebound. It's eventually chased down there by Claire Martin. Rosie Papa in the game here for East Atchison. Now Claire Martin handles it on the far side over to Headland. Right corner, a long 2-pointer there for Headland. That one bounces up off the top of the backboard, and that will be off the mark and makings. Hall's in the rebound. And now high pass there again, tipped by Martin, but it will stick here with Rockport. And Makings will now be the one to inbound it once more here for the Blue Jays. So get it into Ella Meyerkorth now. We'll bring it back across half court. Over to Mayfield now on the near side. And now here's Avery Meyerkorth. Tries to get it back out, but Bappa steps in the way of that one. Her second steal of the night. Now here comes Claire Martin across top court. Under a minute. Quick pass down to Schlueter. Left block off the glass and in. And now East Atchison starting to pull away a little bit. 21-15 here with 43 seconds left. And here's Avery Meyerkorth, right wing. Gets to the right elbow. Got to tip there by Headland, but she holds on it. Now Vogler, right corner. Trey ball. Bang! Janie Vogler, 15 points on the night and keeps the Blue Jays in at 21-18. Here are 28 seconds left. Now Martin driving baseline, ran into a couple of defenders, gets the ball taken away, and now that's going to be another foul as Vogler was trying to get away with it, and Headland gets in the way of that one. They're saying 5 black, I believe it would be 2 black. That'll be on Headland. That'll be her first foul of the night, leading the scorer for the Wolves. As Kimmerling checks back in here for Rockport. 23.2 seconds left now, Rockport. We're going to get the last points here now, 18 seconds left here in this first half. Down 3. Trey ball would tie us up. Janie Vogler's had the hot hand. We'll see if they can get it to her. And they don't. 5 seconds left now. Here's Kemmerling. They feed it to Vogler, left corner. Now to Kemmerling, left wing. Puts up the tray ball from there. Rattles out. And it keeps us at a 21-18 ball game here in favor of East Atchison here as the teams hit the locker rooms. We'll step aside real quick. Have some halftime thoughts coming up here for you after this here on the KMAA video stream at KMAland.com.
Find your place at Northwest Missouri State University. From day one, experience a university like no other. In the classroom, you'll find career-ready academic programs and hands-on learning, not to mention championship sports teams and clubs. Find your passion and your people. Plus, textbooks and a fully loaded laptop are included in your tuition, with $19 million in scholarships and aid available. They also have a 97% placement rate. Visit nwmissouri.edu to apply today. Northwest Missouri State University, where Bearcats connect.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School here from Rockport, Missouri, here in Atchison County. Game 1 of the 275 Conference doubleheader here this evening between Rockport and East Atchison. Well, the Lady Wolves here have the lead at halftime, 21-18 the score here in this one. Your leading scorer so far tonight for Rockport, Janie Vogler, leads both teams right now, leading scorer on the night altogether. 15 points for her on the evening, and those other 3 points this evening coming from Avery Meyerkorth here so far. Meanwhile, 14 points, I should say, here for Vogler. My line is a little off. It's 14 points for Vogler on the night, still leading scorer here for Rockport. Those other 4 points coming from Avery Meyerkorth on the evening. Meanwhile, leading scores here for East Atchison so far, 11 points from Natalie Headland on the night. Meanwhile, Leslie Schlueter has chipped in with 6, and also Grace Oswald coming up with a couple to give us our score of 21-18. Well, it was a bit of a back and forth first quarter. Vogler had a couple of threes to build a 6-0 run, and then East Atchison got 4 of the final 6 of that quarter, and they came out hot in the second quarter. Got a little 6-2 run to start that one, then another 7-3 run to end that second quarter, But Rockport gets the last laugh in that quarter as Vogler knocked down another tray ball to put us back here to just a 3-point ball game after East Atchison pulled away by 6, but nonetheless, we're sitting here with a 3-point game. Been a fun one so far. Should be a fun second half as well. We will step aside, have a little upon further review here for you, but we'll be back with the second half of this coming up here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. Be sure to don't go too far.
We've got 2 more wrestlers for you on the KMA Sports Wrestling Pulse, and it's a pair of grapplers that are aiming high in the final week of the regular season. Let's start in Class 1A with Mikey Baker of West Sioux. The top-ranked wrestler at 152 pounds has had a great career. He's having a great season, and he's hoping it gets even better over the next 7 or 8 days. Well, Mikey, it's obviously been a really nice season for you. Just speak to it. What are your thoughts on how things have gone as we get into the postseason?
Started off the season, didn't really go my way. Had a few setbacks, but talked to my coach, my parents. We decided to get another knee surgery. Did that. Now I've been back, competing a lot, and I'm feeling good, ready for this postseason run.
Yeah, how tough was it to bounce back from that early knee injury? And do you feel like right now you're at 100% or pretty close?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go.
That's awesome. When you reflect on your season as a whole, what have been some of the highlights? What are some of the things you're proud of as you've navigated throughout the year?
Not really proud of anything yet, but with the state championship and goal, I'd be really proud of that.
Yeah, and I know you're hoping to get that here the next couple of weeks. Throughout the season, what have been the things that you feel you've done well on the mat that has created success for you more often than not?
I've been trying to score more points and move my feet more. I've been letting a lot of kids up and getting more takedowns. I like trying to set a higher pace in my matches.
Yeah, a lot of times I think you see high-level wrestlers like yourself go with the takedown, let up, takedown mentality rather than just pinning. When you're doing that, I mean, that's the thing, right, where you're trying to maybe work on some things and get your offense down?
Yeah, not only is it going to allow me to score points, but when your opponent is getting taken down constantly, then let back up, it's going to make them not want to be on that mat anymore, and that's when you can capitalize on a lot of positions.
Do you have a favorite move or a favorite thing that you try to do, match in and match out?
Not really a specific move. I like wrestling from some space here and then. Lots of fakes and level changes.
Yeah, what's the one area with your skill set right now that maybe at the start of the year, and maybe the injury didn't help this either, but what at the start of the year did you say, okay, this is where I need to get better at it, and how do you feel you improved in that area?
Definitely pulling the trigger more, and then with that came my conditioning, being able to wrestle longer and go full 6 minutes or more.
You touched on earlier, not necessarily being proud of anything at the moment because there's a lot more coming up with, of course, districts and in the state tournament. Do you allow yourself to think about what it would mean for you or to you to go on a great run here in the next couple of weeks and end the season on top like you'd like?
Yeah, of course. I've dreamed of winning the state title since I was a kid, and all the work I put in the past how many years it's been for this moment. So I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that this dream will come true.
Yeah, and definitely one of the favorites in your district, no doubt. But to get to state, when you look at your district, what do you need to do? What's the approach for you on Saturday?
I'm looking to go out there, score a lot of points, and dominate. Set the standard for what I'm going to do at the state tournament.
And we also talked with Greene County's McKinley Robbins, a 3-time state finalist, 1-time state champion, taking his talents to Oregon State in the future. Robbins was a runner-up as a freshman, state champion as a sophomore, runner-up last year, hoping to get back on top of the podium this season. All right, McKinley, senior year, you've had a fantastic career, but the high school side of things are winding down. What are the thoughts right now on it being the end of your high school career coming up?
I'm excited, but I'm also not ready for it to end because I know there's nothing like high school wrestling, but at the same time, I'm ready for college and what that has to bring for me.
Yeah, of course, going to Oregon State to wrestle collegiately. When you reflect on your senior season so far, what have been your thoughts? I know you've been in some tough tournaments. You've wrestled some really, really tough competitors, but you've had a great season, at least from my perspective. How do you feel things have gone?
I think I've wrestled really good this year. My only loss was a medical forfeit. I kind of banged up my knee at a pretty tough tournament, and I would have wrestled Ryder Buck from Waverly in the finals, and I really wanted that match. But it was, in my eyes, I didn't think it was worth the potential of making things worse. So I had to sit that one out. But other than that, I think I've had a really good season so far.
Yeah, what have been the things on the mat that you've done well this season?
I think my attacks and my offense have been very strong this year. And then my top, like my turns, they've been on point. And I don't know, I'm just feeling really good going into the state tournament and districts.
Again, we're talking McKinley Robbins of Greene County. You're at 138. Cale Peterson's at 132. What a great combination there. And for you, how great has it been to have a workout partner like that? Every day at practice to help you hone your craft.
Yeah, it's really nice. Before Cale came, I'm not trying to discredit what I had before for partners, but having Cale is definitely to my benefit because being in the Seabolt room with each other, we both know what our job is, and that's to win and win at the highest level and wrestle hard. So having him there with me helps a lot.
Of course, you have a state championship under your belt already in your career, but also you've been on the other side of that a few times. As we get into February, we get into the postseason, are those previous tournaments, are those motivators going forward?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think about the times that I lost more than the times that I think about that I won, and it's exactly what you said. It motivates me because that feeling sucks, and I'm going to be on top this year.
Yeah, what do you have to do to make sure you don't have that feeling and to make sure you end up on top?
I think just going out there for 6 minutes and wrestling all out. I've been trained. I've been with Seabolt for 7 going on 8 years, so I know that if I just go hard, nobody can hang with me.
Huge thanks to Mikey Baker of Wazoo, McKinley Robbins of Greene County for taking time to join us and talk about their seasons and their careers. Reminder, KMA Sports has live coverage tomorrow from the 2A District Tournament in Glenwood with Ryan Matheny and Nick Stavas. And I'm in Oakland for their...
Find your place at Northwest Missouri State University. From day one, experience a university like no other. In the classroom, you'll find career-ready academic programs and hands-on learning, not to mention championship sports teams and clubs. Find your passion and your people. Plus, textbooks and a fully loaded laptop are included in your tuition, with $19 million in scholarships and aid available. They also have a 97% placement rate. Visit nwmissouri.edu to apply today. Northwest Missouri State University, where Bearcats connect.
Welcome back now here into Rockport, Missouri, here at Rockport High School, here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. Ethan Hewitt here with you. We're getting set to start the second half of action here this evening and between the Rockport Blue Jays and East Atchison Lady Wolves here in this first game of this 275 conference doubleheader here this evening. 21-18 the score. East Atchison up here at halftime. Well, it was a 10-8 ball game, actually, in favor of Rockport after one, but East Atchison came out hot, 6-2 run to start the first quarter, and also had another 7-3 run near the end of the second quarter. That gave them a lead of 6 before Janie Vogler knocked in a tray ball late to cut us back to this 3-point game. Natalie Headland leads the way with 11 points and 4 rebounds for East Atchison. Vogler, 14 points on the night for her, and also 4 shots from deep have found the basket for her this evening. Well, as we get set to start the second half of action, Rockport will start with the possession coming out of the lockers as the third quarter is now underway. Mayfield will take the inbound, pushes over to Makings. Now back to Mayfield at the point. Guarded here by Oswald. Now to Avery Meyerkorth, driving baseline, kicks it back out. Wide open, Kimmerling tray ball off the mark, and Headland trying to save it, does. Got tipped there for a second there by Avery Meyerkorth, but it will sail out of bounds and will stick here with the Wolves. And now Oswald brings it across half court. At the point, guarded loosely by Vogler, now to Headland, left wing. Headland feeding it down low here to Schluter. Right block, little fadeaway jumper, can't go, but Headland with the offensive rebound and the putback goes. 13 points for Headland on the night, 23-18 your score here with 7:15 left here in this third quarter. Makings now, cross court here over to Kimmerling, back to Mayfield now here at the point. Over to Makings once more, feeding it to Meyerkorth, and pass bounced off of her. Now fight scramble for it on the floor as Making dives for that one to force a jump ball. And Headland also getting a couple hands in there on that one. And possession will go to East Atchison. Now Oswald across half court. At the point. Guarded really loosely, wide open. Trey ball top of the key. That one doesn't go. Now rebound though by Anderson. Now she's going to be fouled into the basket as she went up with it. Anderson will have her first visit to the line this evening, looking for third and fourth point of the night as a bucket on the night for the Wolves. As Anderson's first free throw now on the way. That one a little short. She gets set for her second, still just a 5-point game here. As Anderson gets set for her second free throw now. That one finds the basket here for her third point of the night. Extends it back to a 6-point lead here, 24-18, their biggest of the night. Should say tied for their biggest of the night. Now here's Vogler near corner, gives it back to Makings. Now back to Vogler here. Now they kick it out to Mayfield at the point. Over the right side, Makings handles it. Bounces it back to Mayfield. Now working back towards the near side, back to Vogler. Now driving, baseline is Vogler. Has to woe it up and kick it back out to Mayfield. Mayfield now stepping through. Tough shot, gets it to fall. Mayfield's first points of the night. Cuts it back to a 4-point game. 24-20. Now Headland driving baseline, looking for some contact. No foul. Couple of players take a tumble under the basket. But Schlueter keeps it alive here for East Atchison. Now she'll kick it out to Martin. Martin driving. Little runner towards the basket. Can't get it to go, but she will get the foul. So she'll now have a couple of shots coming up from the line. This will be her first visit to the charity stripe this evening. As Headland is getting taped up here on the near sideline during the free throws. Taping up that wrist, and the first free throw here from Martin is good. Back to a 5-point game now. And hits the second one as well. Martin 2 for 2 from the stripe. Brings it back to a 6-point game, 26-20. Now here's Mayfield across half court at the point here, guarded by Headland. Now over to Makings. Back to Mayfield. Now over to Ella Meyercourt. Now feeds it to Kemmering in the paint, looking to feed it to Makings, and Makings wasn't quite ready for it, so that ball will sail out of bounds here in the near corner. Give us an inbound now here for East Atchison. 5:40 left now here in this third quarter. 26-20 the score here. East Atchison up. Now over to Headland, corner, feeding it down low to Schlueter, and Schlueter, as she was working towards the baseline, gets fouled. And they will call that one on Kemmerling. And that is her third. Now she will be replaced here by Callie Driscoll. She'll get checking in for the first time this evening. Now to Anderson, right wing. Anderson steps in and will get called for a travel there before she takes the shot. And we'll go right back here to Rockport, down 6, 26-20. Now here's Mayfield, over to Ella Meyerworth. Now back to Mayfield, to Makings on the near side. Back towards the middle over that far side. Here's Meyerworth once again. Now to Mayfield. To Makings now. Kicks it back to Mayfield. Mayfield now steps back. Tray ball, top of the key. Bang! What a shot there from Maddie Mayfield. 5 points now on the night. Cuts the lead in half, 26-23. Now here's Clara Martin. Feeding it to Headland, cutting into the paint. Headland over a couple of defenders, can't get it to go. Now the rebound gets tipped and Schlueter chases it down. Now kicks it out to Anderson. Now cross-court pass to Martin. Wide open tray ball from there. That one rattles out. Now a fight for the rebound and Vogler chases it down. Now quickly here's Mayfield. She'll step back now, gives it to the corner to Ella Meyerworth. Meyerworth driving now, and that is going to be a foul there against East Atchison. That one will be against, I believe they're going to get Faith Anderson for that one. They do. That is her first, but they will call it a shooting foul, and has Meyerkorth will head to the line for 2. And the first one is up and hits it. Cuts us back to a 2-point game, the slimmest lead we've had since early in that second quarter. Emily Blum checks in now here for East Atchison, as Meyerkorth trying to make this a 1-point game. Shot is up, and that one rattles home. Keeps us close here, 26-25. East Atchison here with 4:24 left here in this third quarter. Oswald now handles it, guarded here by Meyerkorth. Oswald now working to the paint, kicks it out to Blum, right corner. Now back to Oswald, now here's Anderson. Jumper, free throw line, nails it. Extends the lead back to 3 here. Now here's Makings. Kicks it back out to Mayfield. Mayfield driving. That's going to be an offensive foul. I believe they're going to call that one off the ball there. That one is going to be against Callie Driscoll. That is her first. 4 fouls now here for Rockport. Got a couple to spare here before putting East Atchison into the bonus. Now only Blum, wide open, tray ball, right corner. That one hit the side of the backboard, it looked like. Goes into the hands of Ella Meyerkorth. He's working up court quickly. Driving baseline, a lot of contact, foul. As Oswald there tried to take the charge there, couldn't quite get the feet set. Will get called for the blocking foul instead, and Meyerkorth will head back to the line. Did both on our last visit. First one this time, rattles around and out. It's also the third foul on Oswald. Now a couple of substitutions coming here for East Atchison and Rockport. As Vogler checks back in for Rockport. And Schluter as well as Papa check back in for the Wolves. Now second free throw. Here from Meyerkorth. On the way, that one also long. Offensive rebound though by Vogler. Now spinning back into the paint and she'll get fouled. And they are going to get Hedlund for that one. That is her second. And now Vogler, leading scorer on the night for Rockport, 14 points, heads to the line. And nails the first free throw there. They get 15 points now on the night for her. Cuts the lead back to 2. As Vogler now puts up the second, and that one's good as well. 16 points for Vogler on the night. 28-27 the score. 3:35 left here in this third quarter. Oswald now working quickly, driving here, kicks it out. Martin, wide open tray, right corner off the mark, and now rebound. Fight for it on the floor, and that's going to be a jump ball, it looks like, and that will favor the Blue Jays. Now Rockport, opportunity. They can hit any sort of basket here. The chance to retake the lead since early in that second quarter. Now here's Mayfeld. Driscoll now to Makings left wing. Makings driving. Left block gets rejected there by Schluter. Now here comes Claire Martin. They give it to Hedlund. Now back to feeding it down low to Schluter. Right block spinning back towards the basket. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound and foul there by Papa. Jersey Papa gets the rebound and also draws the foul. And they will get that one on Cheney Vogler, her first of the night. Also 15 foul. As the first from Papa nails it. 29-27 the score now. With just over 3 minutes left here in the third. Papa, second free throw. That one off the mark. And now Rockport trying to keep it alive. Can't quite do it. Now Hedlund powers up through a defender and puts that one to, gets that one to fall and extends the lead back to 4, 31-27. Hedlund now up to 15 points on the night. And now a steal here from Claire Martin. 3 on the night now for her, driving into the paint, working around a defender, gets the foul, and 2 shots coming the way of Claire Martin. And now just one away also from being in the bonus is East Atchison. And now we'll stop it here, making sure all the necessary players are lined up here for these pair of free throws coming up here for Martin. And Martin's first rattles out. Now substitution here for Rockport as Avery Meyerkorth checks back in. Sherwood plays Callie Driscoll. Martin trying to make it a 5-point ball game. Martin's second rattles out and rebounded there by Ella Meyerkorth. She'll bring it across half court here, 2:37 left. Now Mayfield pulls up tray ball, right wing, rings in and out. But rebound, can't quite haul it in there. Martin Makings ends up with it. Now here's Mayfield, gives it here to Avery Meyerkorth, free throw line. That's a cut there from Ella Meyerkorth and gets the finish. Cuts the lead back to 2. 31-29. Now here's Oswald. Her pass got tipped from behind there by Meyerkorth. It goes out of bounds. It will stick here with East Atchison. As now Faith Anderson will check back in here for East Atchison, as well as Emily Blum. Faith Anderson will take the inbound. Gives it back to Blum. Still just holding it on the other side. Hands it off to Oswald. Now they give it to Headland, right corner. Now baseball pass across court here to Blum. Now back to Headland, corner, feeding down low to Schluter. Schluter has some room, spinning back inside. No shot on that one, but that I believe should be putting East Atchison here into the bonus. And it does. It'll be a 1-1 coming up here for Schluter. They get that one on Addie Mayfield, her third. And now East Atchison finds themselves in the bonus here with a 2-point lead here with 1:49 left here in the third. And Schluter now. Opportunity from the line, 6 points for her on the night. And hits the first. Extends us back to 3. Schluter's second on the way. That one rattles out, and Makings there for the board. She'll give it off to Ella Meyerkorth, who brings it across half court, gives it off to Mayfield, right side. Back to Meyerkorth now to Makings now on the near side. The wing trying to feed it into the paint to Meyerkorth, trying to do that same cut again. This time East Atchison ready for it, but nonetheless, they're going to get Grace Oswald reaching behind. She was right in the back a little bit there of Ella Meyerkorth as she was cutting down towards that right block. Had a pretty good result from that play on the previous offensive possession. Now no beat inbound here from Rockport, left side of the basket. Makings gets it into Mayfield. Out of the corner to Vogler. Back to Mayfield now. Now over to Ella Meyerkorth. Gives it to looking for Avery. Then Headland get a swat on it and ends up into the hands of Faith Anderson. Now here comes Claire Martin across half court. Floating this one down to Headland. Right block, and Headland with the tough shot and the finish. 34-29 the score here with just over a minute left now here in the third in favor of East Atchison. Now here's Ella Meyerkorth driving, spinning through, stepping through. Ella Meyerkorth can't quite get the finish, but Avery Meyerkorth was there for the rebound for a second. Now there's about 5 players who dive for it on the floor. And that is going to be jump ball in favor of East Atchison. And East Atchison now will take their 6-point lead here, or 5-point lead, excuse me, under a minute left now here in the third. As Claire Martin brings it across half court, gives it to Faith Anderson. Left elbow. Now pushes it over here to Papa on the near side. Back to Anderson, driving, powers up. Anderson can't quite get it to go. Schluter boxes out, gets the rebound, and puts it back up and in. (36-29) now here with 24 seconds left here in the third. East Atchison up by 7 now, their biggest lead of the night. Now Ella Meyerkorth with it to Mayfield, working back towards the near side, 10 seconds. They feed it down low. Avery Meyerkorth lost the handle on it. Now a fight for it again on the floor, and that's going to be yet another jump ball call. This time it will be in favor of Rockport. Now the inbound here, it's tipped by Claire Martin. We're looking for Vogler. We'll stick here with the Blue Jays. Just 6 seconds left now here for Rockport, trying to get a couple of quick points here before we head to the final quarter. They'll float this one into Makings, right wing. Makings, little pump fake. Now jumper right elbow off the glass. Can't get it to go. Claire Martin there for the rebound, and she will just hold this one, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. East Atchison with their biggest lead of the night, 36-29, as we head into the final quarter. We'll be back after this here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com.
America choosing to be a healthier nation. That's why so many people choose a Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned, and they offer a full range of vitamins, non-prescription medicines, cold remedies, and convenient items for you and your family. And when it comes to having a prescription filled, you can always count on your Health Mart family pharmacist to do it right. Take your next prescription to Oakland Pharmacy, your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy in Oakland. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
OSI is considered a premier global food provider by many of the world's leading brands. OSI delivers leading-edge food solutions for product development as well as processing, and much of it is done from their Oakland, Iowa plant. Being a leader in the industry allows OSI Oakland to give back to the communities by sponsoring area high school events, offering special programs for veterans, and other community outreach programs. To learn more, visit osigroup.com and search for the Oakland, Iowa location.
Welcome back now here into Rockport, Missouri on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com here from Rockport High School. Ethan Hewitt here with you. We got the final quarter of action of the girls' game of this 275 conference doubleheader here this evening between Rockport and East Atchison on the way. Well, the Wolves used a late two-run there in that third quarter to give themselves a 7-point lead here with 1 to play. 36-29 the score. Now Anderson feeds it down low to Schleter, and Schleter picks over right where she left off. Gets us the first 2 points of the final quarter. She's up to 11 on the night now. 9-point lead now here for East Atchison. Mayfield over the Kemmerling to the left corner to Vogler. Got tipped though by Anderson. And they will say that actually went out of bounds off of Vogler. So it will be East Atchison ball here from the corner. She will give it in to Headland, who will give it back to Martin. Now here to Papa, right wing. Owen guarding her here. She's just going to drive her way to the basket here. A little jumper. Can't get it to go, but there will be a foul called against Rockport. They will get this one against Makings. That is her first of the night. And will send Schleter to the line for the 1-and-1. Schleter is coming alive here in the second half. She's up to 11 points on the night. Second only to Headland with 17. And Schleter, the first of the 1-and-1, is off the mark, and Kemmerling there for the board. Mayfield now across half court. At the point, driving, has some room. Now floater here in the paint, gets it to fall. And Mayfield, 7 points now on the night, cuts it back to 7. Now driving quickly here, Schleter. And Schleter will get called for the travel in that far corner. Energy back here for the Blue Jays now. Down 7 here with 7 minutes left here in the final quarter. Certainly still within striking distance here through the Blue Jays. Been a tight one all game. East Atchison was up by 9. That's the biggest lead we've had tonight. Now to Vogler, driving baseline. Nice move, working through a couple of defenders. Now the hook shot back from under the basket, and she will get fouled. And they will get Claire Martin for that one. And it's her first of the night. Also 5 team fouls now here for East Atchison here in the second half. One more to spare her before they put Rockport into the bonus. As Vogue, the leading scorer for the Blue Jays, gets set from the line. And the first one rattles home. Make it 17 points now for Vogler on the night. Looking to make it 18, and she does. Cuts it back, 5-point lead, 38-33 here with 6:38 left here in this ball game. Now here's Anderson. Free throw line. And that is going to be a 10-out called here by Coach Barnes. Nothing doing there early in that offensive possession. He wants to talk things over, get something drawn up potentially here. Full 60-second timeout. As the girls take a break, we'll take one as well here on the KMA Video Stream at KMAland.com. Final 6.5 minutes coming up after this on the KMA Video Stream at KMAland.com.
At PCSB, we believe in helping our customers and our community grow, and service is how we do it. This is about making banking better. We are here to serve. We have an innovative spirit and a heart for people that moves us to do what's right. Because at the end of the day, we know what matters most. Visit us online at wearepcsb.com. PCSB, we believe in you. Member FDIC.
Many businesses talk about service, but at Rogers Pharmacy, it's not just talk, setting them apart from the big box stores. They're a full-service pharmacy where you can not only fill prescriptions, but they also carry an impressive line of medical equipment to meet all of your needs. So whether you need oxygen, CPAP, BiPAP, lift chairs, or diabetic shoes, Rogers Pharmacy has them all. Let their family serve your family. The full-service, family-owned, independent Rogers Pharmacy, located in Tarkio, Mound City, Maryville, and St. Joe. Visit RogersRx.com.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School. Coming out of the East Atchison timeout. East Atchison gets no points. Now a wild pass down low. Wesley Schluter gets a hand on it. And winds up being another steal here for East Atchison. As Claire Martin now handles it near side in the floor forward now. Guarded tightly here by Mayfield. Martin driving, kicks it out to Papa. Now to Schluter down low, and Schluter lost it for a second. Keeps it alive though, and now they are able to kick it back out to Martin. Now Anderson left elbow gets double teamed. Back to Martin. Now to Hedlund. Baseline, right side, driving, spinning, kicks it back out, and Mayfield gets a couple of hands on that one, it looks like, but can't quite hold it in. Instead, she will swat it out of bounds. And Grace Oswald will check back in, now replaces Schluter. And just a 5-point lead. We've had a single-digit score all night long. Biggest we've had was 9 for East Atchison. Now it was just moments ago before Rockport gets the last 4. Cut it back to 5. Now Anderson passed to Papa's a little wide, but she hauls it in. Now 5:36 left. Here's Oswald now at the point. Now gives it to Anderson. Cross-court pass to Hedlund. Now back here to Oswald once more here at the point, guarding her very loosely. Now gives it to Hedlund. Hedlund gets ward up to kick it back out to Oswald. Right wing tray ball from there. That one off the mark and rebounded there by Makins. Leading rebounder for Rockport, making her due tonight. 7 rebounds now on the night for her. Now they feed it down low here to Avery. Meyercourt, tough shot. Little just kind of threw that one up there off the backboard, but the bank was open. Last 6 points now coming courtesy of Rockport. They cut it right back to a 3-point lead. Now Oswald here at the point. They'll take their time here. 3-point lead, 38-35. Oswald working towards the near side. Gives it to Papa, back to Oswald. She'll step inside. Long 2-pointer there, a little long. Now it gets tipped there, the rebound, and they will say it sticks with Rockport. Couple of hands on that one. It will go to Rockport, they say. Tough call on that one on that baseline. Nonetheless, the home crowd here is pleased with that one as Lizzie Schluter checks back in to replace Papa. Big opportunity here for Rockport. Down 3 at the moment, just a 1-possession game. 38-35 here with 4:30 left here in this ball game. Makings now right wing. Gives it to Mayfield at the point. Over to the near side now. Cameron Lee feed it down low here to Vogler. Little bounce inside. Pump fake from Ivory. Meyercourt can't get it to go. And now a big swat there from Meyercourt. Knocks it out of bounds. Claire Martin looked like she was going to have the rebound. Instead, she gets a handful, quite literally there, of Avery Meyercourt, and she knocks that one out of bounds. It will stick here with Rockport. Goes out off of Martin. And Makings now will inbound it here for the Blue Jays. Into Mayfield, left wing. And now Mayfield, wide open tray ball, top of the key. That one rattles off the mark. Now a little friendly fire there between a couple of Blue Jays. Coming away with the rebound is Oswald. Now Oswald brings it back to the point, up 3 here with 4 minutes left, 38-35. Oswald now to Anderson. Anderson trying to feed it down to Schluter. Schluter wasn't quite ready for it. Now Vogler comes away with a little fast break. Martin tipped it, though. So to slow things down here as Vogler had to regain possession there. She'll give it off to Mayfield. Mayfield, 7 points on the night for her. She'll push it over to Makings. Now bounces it back to Mayfield. Mayfield driving free throw line, jumper. And off the mark at Hedlund, soars in for the rebound. So we'll get off to Oswald now, 3.5 left. Oswald at the point. To the left side to Hedlund. Hedlund is going to get fouled. And they'll call the blocking foul there on Avery Meyercourt. That is going to be her third foul, and also the 19th foul. Only one more now to give before putting East Atchison in a situation to have a couple of guaranteed free throws. Every time Rockport gets called for a foul. Then we'll have another quick 60-second timeout called here by Rockport. We'll step aside as well, 38-35 to score here. East Atchison up over Rockport after this here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com.
When people ask me what my dad does, I still don't have exactly the right answer. This is Sadie, and my dad is Shane from Schaff Ag. I know he takes calls and texts early in the morning and late at night. I know he does research to find the best products at the best prices. And I know he says, "I'll get that done for you." But I guess I'm still not sure what all is involved in every aspect of agronomy. But I know my dad does it all. Call Shane at Schaff Ag and see for yourself. 712-520-1333.
This is Josh with Shore Company in Clarinda to remind you that we are your local Chevrolet, Buick, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Chrysler dealer. With straightforward pricing, transparent trade appraisals, and no finance manager to deal with, we make your purchase the easiest you've ever experienced. That's our promise to you. And with an express lane for quick oil changes open 6 days a week, our service department is sure to impress you as well. Shore Motor Company in Clarinda, proudly supporting local high school sports.
Welcome back now here to Rockport, Missouri, here on the KMA video stream. Ethan Hewitt here with you. 38-35 the score here for East Atchison coming out of the Rockport timeout. Allie Hedlund has a 1-and-1 opportunity, and that will be an early jump there by Schluter for East Atchison on the free throw, and that's big as Hedlund made that one. It's probably going to make both of the way she'd been trending through this game. Instead, it's 6 out of 3-point game. Now here's Rockport. Mayfield driving into the paint, kicks it out to Makings. Right wing, tray ball for the tie. That one off the glass and off the mark, and Hedlund chases down the rebound. And now Martin will bring it across here. We sneak under 3 minutes now left here in this ball game. Here's Oswald going to down low to Schluter. Schluter over a couple of defenders, can't get it to go, but Anderson with the foul and one. There for Anderson, a big bucket there to extend it back to a 2-possession game. And a chance to make it a 6-point game now coming here for Anderson. Anderson now with the and one here. That one off the mark, and Kemmerling with the board. So we stick it to 5-point game here. 2:46 left. Mayfield at the point. They give it to Avery Meyercourt. Meyercourt in the paint. Jumper from there. That one just off the mark, and now Schluter snags the rebound. Gives it off to Oswald. 40-35 the score. Now East Atchison going to take their time here. Oswald works slowly across half court. Now on the near side, gives it to Hedlund. Now back to Oswald. Anderson right elbow, back out to the Hedlund. Now Oswald handles it. Back goes the center circle. Barnes spreading it out now. Gives it to Hedlund. In this near forecourt now, just milking as much clock as possible here. And now back to Hedlund in the center circle, just holding on to it now. A little keep away here for East Atchison. Oswald gives it to Martin. East Atchison going to play this game here up 5 points. Under 2 minutes remaining now. Here's Hedlund. Rockport needs to get a steal here. Martin, nearly a turnover there for East Atchison, but Martin holds on to it, and now it's going to be a timeout called by Coach Barnes here for East Atchison. That's going to be another quick 30-second timeout. We'll stick with you here on this one. Again, 1:45 left now here in this ball game. East Atchison had gotten up by as much as 9 here in this final quarter. But then 6 straight points came for Rockport to cut it back to 3, and then a big bucket there from Faith Anderson through the contact and the foul. Got it to go, cut Bronis back to a 5-point game here. And East Atchison now with the possession we saw just there a moment ago. Playing keep away right now. Of course, in Iowa, of course, a shot clock was implemented this year. Still no shot clock here, at least in Northwest Missouri, so East Atchison, as long as they keep that ball moving around here, they can milk a whole lot of clock off here and prevent Rockport with an opportunity to try to close this gap a little bit here, still holding on to a 5-point lead. And Headland will be the one to inbound it now here from right at half court. Rockport will need to get a little more aggressive here defensively. And they're doing that here on the inbound. Gemmerling tried to get the steal. Now here over to Oswald. Oswald had some room to drive. Instead will hold it. Now out to Headland in the north forecourt. And she'll work it back toward the center court. Now Headland wide open to Schlueter here, right block. Now they give it to Anderson. Left block, fouled, and one. Faith Anderson, 2 buckets in a row now. For the senior forward, up to 9 points. Another opportunity from the line to try to put this game on ice here with just under a minute and a half left. As she makes it a 42-35 game. And Anderson now from the line to make it a 7-8 point game. Can't do it. Sticks at a 7-point game instead. Makings with the rebound now up court quickly, feeding it to Avery Meyerkorth in the paint. Meyerkorth lost it though in the hands of Martin. Now Martin will get fouled, and that will put, East Atchison is in the double bonus after that foul on Faith Anderson. Now that will keep them, of course, still here in the double bonus, and Martin will have a couple of free throws coming up, and that is also the 5th foul for Avery Meyerkorth she has done for the night here with 1:20 left. And Martin now. Big free throws here late. First free throw is up. That one rattles around off the backboard and out. Keeps us at a 7-point game here with 1:20 left. Second free throw, nails that one though. 3 points for now for her on the night. 8-point ball game. Now here's Mayfield over to Makings. And now Clara Martin intercepts that pass. Martin now 5 steals for her on the night and rolls it home off the finger roll. 5 points for her now. 10-point game, the biggest lead of the night. Here for East Atchison now. Kemmerling fighting through some contact and pass through to Mayfield. Bounces off of Mayfield. That'll be a timeout there called by Coach McPhillips there for Rockport with 53 seconds left. That'll be another quick 30-second timeout. We'll step aside real quick. Be back after this here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. 4:35 to score here in favor of East Atchison.
This is Eric Huff from Total Farm Solutions west of Carson. We're excited to offer growers yet another way to increase their profits. We made this decision with input from our customers to go with a proven company, Pioneer. Pioneer Seed is a leader in the industry, and we are anxious to talk to our customers about the benefits of planting Pioneer. We wanted to take advantage of this opportunity for our customers. Contact me today at Total Farm Solutions west of Carson to find out more about how planting Pioneer on your acres can help your operation.
Welcome back now here to Rockport High School here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. You can hear it here with you. 53 seconds left here in this one. 45-35 the score in favor of East Atchison. It's been 7 unanswered here for the Wolves, giving them their biggest lead of the night. And Mayfield will take the inbound here for the Blue Jays. Looking towards the near side. Now gives it off to Makings. Makings now driving. Plants now kicks it out to Kemmerling, left wing. Trey ball, that one well off the mark at Headland. There for the board. And now finally across court, here over to Schlueter. Right wing here with 30 seconds left, she will get fouled. This one will be on Kemmerling. That is her 4th foul of the night. Here with 30 seconds left, and now Schlueter will head to the line. Here to try to extend the East Atchison lead here late with 30 seconds left. Double bonus. First one for Schlueter is up and rattles out. Been a 9-6 fourth quarter here in favor of East Atchison, and that one rattles out. as well. Rebounded there by Kemmerling. And now quickly up court the Makings here. Short left corner. Now Makings driving. Baseline, and she will get fouled by Anderson, it looks like. So they will call that one on, and they do. That is her second. With 21 seconds left here, Makings. A chance to try to close the gap slightly. Makings taking a moment here to catch her breath. Here before a pair of free throws coming her way. First one from Makings rattles out. Second one on the way. Papa checks back in here for East Atchison. Replaces Schluter. And the second one from Makings also off the mark and rebounded there by Hedlund. She'll give it off to Oswald here. 16 seconds left, and now Oswald will get fouled. And she will head to the line for a pair here with 15 seconds left. Well, it was a tight ball game. Hadn't had a double-digit lead throughout this entire game until East Atchison was able to do just that. A couple minutes ago here in this fourth quarter of action as Makings senior heads to the line, or excuse me, to the sideline as Oswald from the line misses the first free throw. And before we have our second, it'll be another quick 30-second timeout here by Coach Barnes here with 15 seconds left. Quick 30-second timeout. Again, we'll stick here with you real quick on this one. And as we mentioned, it was a close game throughout the majority of this one. A bit of a back and forth first quarter between these two squads, and then East Atchison had a bit of a run there in that couple of runs in the second quarter. You call it a 6-2 run, and then it was another 7-3 run to finish out that second quarter, but a little bit of a lead there at the second half. But Rockport would not go away quietly, and they cut it back to a one-point game at one point, but then, of course, East Atchison has been able to pull away a little bit here in this fourth quarter. Seven unanswered, I should say, here for East Atchison. As of now, here in this fourth quarter, they've been able to extend to their first double-digit lead of the night. As Oswald gets set for her second free throw now. And that one is also off the mark here with 15 seconds left. Ironforth will bring it across half court here for Rockport. Over to Vogler, right wing. Trey ball from Vogler. That one off the mark, and Hedlund there for the rebound. 5 seconds left now, and Hedlund will give it off to Oswald, and that should do it. Here's Oswald. Will get fouled here with 0.1 second left here on the clock. And see, we will have two more free throws, or at least two more free throws coming up here to finish out this one. As Oswald gets set for the first, and she'll hit that one. Point lead now, 46-35, and the second one off the mark, and that'll be rebounded. And that will bring us to the end of this one, a 46-35 ball game here in favor of East Atchison here over Rockport to take game one of this 275 conference doubleheader here this evening. Back and forth first quarter again. East Atchison able to pull away a little bit of a lead in that second half, couple of nice runs, and Rockport able to sneak back within a little bit there in that third. We're going to brought it back to a 7-point game. The Wolves ended of the court, I should say, with an 8-2 lead there in that third to pull away by 7. And then Rockport got back within a little 6-0 run there to pull it back close, but then it is 8 unanswered to finish out the ball game in favor of East Atchison. Leading scorers on the night, Natalie Hedlund led the way with 17 points. Liz Schluter with 11 points on the night as well, 9 points from Faith Anderson. And meanwhile, leading scores for Rockport in this one, 18 points from Cheney Vogler on the night. She leads the way for the Blue Jays in the losing effort. Avery Merrick Atchison with 6 points, and Addie Mayfield adds 7 points as well on the night. Well, that'll do us here for this first one. We'll step aside here on the KMA video stream. Have a little bit of a pond for the weekend here for you, but we will be back with the boys game coming up after this here on the KMA video stream. Be sure to stick around for that. Should be another fun one coming up later on tonight. You can move here with you. Don't go too far. We'll have the boys game again coming up here after this.
We've got two more wrestlers for you on the KMA Sports Wrestling Pulse, and it's a pair of grapplers that are aiming high, and the final week of the regular season. Let's start in Class 1A with Mikey Baker of West Sioux. The top-ranked wrestler at 152 pounds has had a great career. He's having a great season, and he's hoping it gets even better over the next 7 or 8 days. Well, Mikey, it's obviously been a really nice season for you. Just speak to it. What are your thoughts on how things have gone as we get into the postseason?
Started off the season, didn't really go my way. Had a few setbacks, but talked to my coach, my parents. We decided to get another knee surgery. Did that. Now I've been back, competing a lot, and I'm feeling good, ready for this postseason run.
Yeah, how tough was it to bounce back from that early knee injury? And do you feel like right now you're at 100% or pretty close?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go.
That's awesome. When you reflect on your season as a whole, what have been some of the highlights? What are some of the things you're proud of as you've navigated throughout the year?
Not really proud of anything yet, but with the state championship in goal, I'd be really proud of that.
Yeah, and I know you're hoping to get that here the next couple of weeks. Throughout the season, what have been the things that you feel you've done well on the mat that has created success for you more often than not?
I've been trying to score more points and move my feet more. I've been letting a lot of kids up, and getting more takedowns. I like trying to set a higher pace in my matches.
Yeah, a lot of times I think you see high-level wrestlers like yourself go with the takedown, let up, takedown mentality rather than just pinning. When you're doing that, I mean, that's the thing, right, where you're trying to maybe work on some things and get your offense down?
Yeah, not only is it going to allow me to score points, but when your opponent is getting taken down constantly, then let back up, it's going to make them not want to be on that mat anymore, and that's when you can capitalize on a lot of positions.
Do you have a favorite move or a favorite thing that you try to do, match in and match out?
Not really a specific move. I like wrestling from some space here and then. Lots of fakes and level changes.
Yeah, what's the one area with your skill set right now that maybe at the start of the year, and maybe the injury didn't help this either, but what at the start of the year did you say, okay, this is where I need to get better at it, and how do you feel you improved in that area?
Definitely pulling the trigger more, and then with that came my conditioning, being able to wrestle longer and go full 6 minutes or more.
You touched on earlier, not necessarily being proud of anything at the moment because there's a lot more coming up with, of course, districts and in the state tournament. Do you allow yourself to think about what it would mean for you or to you to go on a great run here in the next couple of weeks and end the season on top like you'd like?
Yeah, of course. I've dreamed of winning the state title since I was a kid, and all the work I put in the past how many years it's been for this moment. So I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that this dream will come true.
Yeah, and definitely one of the favorites in your district, no doubt. But to get to state, when you look at your district, what do you need to do? What's the approach for you on Saturday?
I'm looking to go out there, score a lot of points, and dominate. That's a standard for what I'm going to do at the state tournament.
And we also talked with Greene County's McKinley Robbins, a 3-time state finalist, 1-time state champion, taking his talents to Oregon State in the future. Robbins was a runner-up as a freshman, state champion as a sophomore, runner-up last year, hoping to get back on top of the podium this season. All right, McKinley, senior year, you've had a fantastic career, but the high school side of things are winding down. What are the thoughts right now on it being the end of your high school career coming up?
I'm excited, but I'm also not ready for it to end because I know there's nothing like high school wrestling, but at the same time, I'm ready for college and what that has to bring for me.
Yeah, of course, going to Oregon State to wrestle collegiately. When you reflect on your senior season so far, what have been your thoughts? I know you've been in some tough tournaments. You've wrestled some really, really tough competitors, but you've had a great season, at least from my perspective. How do you feel things have gone?
I think I've wrestled really good this year. My only loss was a medical forfeit. I kind of banged up my knee at a pretty tough tournament, and I would have wrestled Ryder Buck from Waverly in the finals, and I really wanted that match. But it was, in my eyes, I didn't think it was worth the potential of making things worse, so I had to sit that one out. But other than that, I think I've had a really good season so far.
Yeah, what have been the things on the mat that you've done well this season?
I think my attacks and my offense have been very strong this year, and then my top Like, they've been on point, and I don't know, I'm just feeling really good going into the state tournament and districts.
Again, we're talking McKinley Robbins of Greene County. You're at 138. Cale Peterson's at 132. What a great combination there. And for you, how great has it been to have a workout partner like that? Every day at practice to help you hone your craft.
Yeah, it's really nice. Before Cale came, I'm not trying to discredit what I had before for partners, but having Cale is definitely to my benefit because being in the Seabolt room with each other, we both know what our job is, and that's to win and win at the highest level and wrestle hard. So having him there with me helps a lot.
Of course, you have a state championship under your belt already in your career, but also you've been on the other side of that a few times. As we get into February, we get into the postseason. Are those previous tournaments, are those motivators going forward?
Absolutely. I think about the times that I lost more than the times that I think about that I won, and it's exactly what you said. It motivates me because that feeling sucks, and I'm going to be on top this year.
Yeah. What do you have to do to make sure you don't have that feeling and to make sure you end up on top?
I think just going out there for 6 minutes and wrestling all out. I've been trained. I've been with Seabolt for 7 going on 8 years, so I know that if I just go hard, nobody can hang with me.
Huge thanks to Mikey Baker of West, McKinley Robbins of Greene County for taking time to join us and talk about their seasons and their careers. Reminder, KMA Sports has live coverage tomorrow from the 2A District Tournament in Glenwood with Ryan Matheny and Nick Stavas. And I'm in Oakland for their 1A District Tournament. Looking forward to all of that. Glenwood baseball star Caden Anderson is going to take his talents to Nebraska in the future, and he's with us now to talk about that commitment. Caden, just at juniors, already had a great career and a lot more fun stuff coming from him. Caden, how are things going today, man?
Oh, it's great. It's a great feeling after you commit. So I'm in high spirits for sure.
Yeah, playing baseball at a high level like this in Nebraska, I'm sure it's something you probably dreamed of for a long, long time.
Yep, ever since I was 3, I've been dreaming of playing college baseball, and it's really nice to achieve that dream.
Yeah, just kind of fill us in. 1, what has baseball meant for you, playing it growing up? And 2, I'm sure it's something you're doing year-round, right? I mean, you're playing baseball basically all the time?
Yeah, so basically fall, winter, spring, and summer, whether I'm playing baseball in games, I'm practicing as well. But yeah, ever since I was young and I started baseball, it's been my favorite sport. It means a lot to me. I'm very passionate about it, and it's a very fun team game that I get to play with a bunch of my friends year in and year out.
Yeah, and you can just tell in watching Caden play that he's having a lot of fun playing baseball. Now you get to do that in Nebraska. Of course, you've still got your junior and senior seasons there at Glenwood. But talk about this opportunity with Nebraska. What was it that made that the place for you?
Well, so it all started 2 weeks ago. I went to a camp for them. I performed pretty well. They really liked me, and I got to know the coaches a little bit, see the facilities, see kind of what Nebraska baseball is all about, and it kind of all just pieced together. Like, I really liked it, and I thought it was a perfect fit for me.
Yeah, when you say see what Nebraska baseball was all about, what was it all about to you that made that the place where you're like, okay, this is where I want to be going forward?
Well, first off, the coaches. They're great people. They have a great work ethic, and I think they're going to push every player that they have to their best ability and try to develop them to whichever level they want to finish their career at. And it just felt like an awesome fit. And then, like, going through the drills and stuff that they had us do, like, it's very helpful and going to help me develop in my best ability, I believe. And so, yeah, it was a fair decision for sure.
So what was your recruiting process like? Was Nebraska like the main school, or were there other schools as well that either you had interest in or were interested in you?
So I basically had 4 schools in interest. It was Western Illinois, South Dakota State, and then Iowa. And then once I got the Nebraska and Iowa offer, I ended up narrowing those 2 down to my final 2 schools, I went on visits to both and then made the decision to Nebraska.
How hard of a decision is that to make? I mean, man, you're talking, high-level baseball programs. I'm sure programs that you followed closely, both of them, throughout your time growing up. That couldn't have been an easy choice at all.
No, it was probably one of the toughest decisions ever. I mean, two great baseball programs in the same conference, 2 great coaching staffs. It came down to a lot of little things, and I believe I made the right decision, and that's the only way to believe. I mean, I'll never know if I was wrong, but I believe I'm right, and I'm going to stick with that till the day I leave Nebraska.
Again, we're talking Caden Anderson of Glenwood. He's committed to play baseball at Nebraska. So you're committing in January of your junior year. You've got your entire junior season, and then I'd imagine your senior year as well. To get the decision out of the way as early as you have, was that always kind of the plan, or is it just how things transpired?
Yeah, for sure. It was the plan was to find the right school and get it done as early as I could. I mean, it was really nice to get that off my chest. I can be a lot more loose and enjoy the game even more now, and not have to think about so much while I'm playing, and just enjoy the environment with all my friends.
I know we're still a ways away from this, and you just committed. We're recording this on a Wednesday. You just committed yesterday, but you've pitched. You played shortstop there at Glenwood. Do you know where you project collegiately yet?
Yeah, so the plan is to stay on the left side of the infield. That might be short or third. So we don't have a specific spot in mind, but the goal is to keep me on the infield and play either third base or shortstop.
You've had a phenomenal career already, but what are the things that you're going to try to do between now and when you step foot on campus there in Lincoln to try to grow your game and improve your skill set?
Yeah, the big thing is speed. I need to be able to be a lot faster than I am, because obviously college baseball is a lot different than high school. The physicality and the play style is going to change a lot, so I got to prepare myself for that speed-wise, and then just getting all around stronger and preparing myself to be.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School here in Rockport, Missouri. Ethan Hewitt here with you on the KMA video stream. We've got the boys game between East Atchison and Rockport coming up now here tonight. On the court, we got East Atchison in the black with the orange and white trim, and Rockport in the white with the blue trim. A couple of teams coming into this one. East Atchison on the year looking to bounce back 10-14. Rockport 14-7, looking to stay strong here as they make a final push towards the postseason, and we are off. Here in the fourth quarter in Rockport, we'll start with the possession of their offensive starters, Micah Makings, Aiden Burke, Philip Herron, Cade Makings, and Max Skillen. And they will have their first turnover on their first offensive possession of the night. And we'll go to East Atchison, who are coached by head coach Kevin Dotson. Their starting lineup, Alex Erickson, Jarrett Spinato, Cameron Oswald, Braden Graves, Colin Headland, and Jarrett Spinato rounding out those top 5. And now East Atchison hails it here. They kick it out, left corner, here to Oswald. His stray ball is off the mark. Spinato, though, with the offensive rebound. Kicks it into Graves, who now handles it at the point here to Erickson. Now Spinato wants more. Over to Erickson now. To Graves in that corner, gives it to Spinato. Now cross court here to Oswald, driving baseline. Left block and rejected there by Aiden Burke. The senior coming up big with a rejection out of bounds. Well, between these two squads, Rockport owns the all-time series, 17-15, but East Atchison has got the better of the Blue Jays the past 3, including a couple of times this year already. In January, East Atchison actually won the Fairfax Championship, 42-40 over Rockport. Then they also played in December at the Mound City Invitation. Now Graves' jumper here, left elbow is off the mark. Offers the rebound, though, by Colin Headland, and he will get the foul called, and he will have 2 shots coming up here from the charity stripe. Last Rockport win came back in January of 2022. It was a regular season matchup. 55-44 was the score of that one. And they will actually say the foul came on the floor. There against Max Skillen. His first. Headland takes the inbound left corner. Now Spinato handles it near side on the baseline, working his way back out now. Flips it over to Erickson. Now here over to Oswald, left wing. Back to Erickson, the Headland free throw line. Jumper from there. That one off the back iron. And duds and rebound there by Max Skillen. Now here's Micah Makings across half court. Throws across here. Brecken Kelly who checks in. Now over the corner here is Burke. Burke now gives it off here. Benek Skillen, tray ball, left wing, bang! There's our first 3 points of the night, courtesy of the Blue Jays. And now here's East Atchison. Oswald trying to respond with another tray ball, and he does. Ties us up here at 3. With just over 6 minutes left, here now here's Makings. Senior working back towards, steps out, gives it to Skillen once more. Left wing, that one rattles out and rebounded there by Headland. Now up to Spinato, left wing. Spinato kicks it out to Oswald, right corner. Now feeding down low to Graves, right block. Graves working his way back into the paint, and Burke gets in the way of that one. Causes Graves to lose the handle on that one. Now here's Burke driving into the paint, trying to make it work on both ends, and he'll get the foul there against Oswald, and now Burke will head to the line for a pair of free throws coming his way. As both teams now get a couple of substitutions ready to go, as Burke makes his first visit to the line. And the rebound there, that one is good. There's Burke's first points of the night, gives him a 4-3 lead here as Owen DeRozier as well as Colton Hall check in for East Atchison. And Burke set for a second free throw now, and that one is good as well. Brings us back to a 5-3 lead here for the Blue Jays. And now here's Spinato to Oswald in the paint, kicks it back out, left wing. There's DeRozier feeding it to Graves, who loses the handle on it and rolls across the court, and is picked up by Corbin Jacob for Rockport. And now he'll give it off to Makings, who will bring it across half court. Working his way back and towards the basket, spinning back inside. Makings through some contact, gets the foul. And now Makings will head to the line. Leading scorer, the senior on the season for Rockport. Leads the team in points per game, 18.2. Also rebounds per game with 9.6. And also assists per game. And Makings nails the first free throw. First point for him on the night as Colin Headland checks back into the ball game. Second free throw for Makings is also good. 4 straight now here for Rockport, all coming from the stripe. Now here's Spinato. Gives it out to Hall. Now over to DeRozier, back to Hall on the near side, out to Spinato. Right here by Makings, now back to DeRozier. To Spinato once more. Spinato working back towards the middle, gives it off to Hall over the right side to DeRozier now. Now here's Oswald, left elbow, rattles out, and Makings there for the board. Now quickly up court, left block. Down low is Jacob, and he can't quite get it to go, but got his own offensive rebound for a second, but then the ball got away, and now it's chased down by Oswald across half court. And now Hall pulling up, tray ball right wing. That one off the mark, and Burke eventually snares the rebound. Now another baseball pass, chest pass, cross court. Jacob from the left block with the finger roll. 9-3 the score. Now working back quickly is Lotto, and offensive foul. The charge taken there by Rockport, although looks like got his head shaken up there. Looks like, I believe that is Cade Makings who took the charge there. He is a little shaken up though. He'll head to the sideline and will be replaced here by Philip Heron. And now play will resume here. Micah Makings takes the inbound. He'll work across half court, pushes it up court. Here to Heron, now back here to Skillen. Cross court pass here to Makings, left wing. Pulls up from there and rattles it home. Micah Makings, and that's going to be a timeout called here by East Atchison. 30-second timeout. Quick 30-second timeout called. And Skillen knocks one home there, makes it a 12-3 ball game here early in this first quarter. 3:56 left. Stick with you here. That is the run so far. 12-3 here for Rockport. Micah Makings, 5 points already. Ben Skillen also knocked down a tray ball as well. And Cameron Oswald, lone scorer so far for East Atchison on the night, also has knocked down a tray ball so far tonight. And their first time out again taken here by East Atchison. And it will be Wolves' ball coming out of the timeout. Spinato will take the inbound. Looking to bring it across half court now. Now over to Hall, here right wing. High cross court pass to DeRozier. Now to Oswald, left elbow. Kicking it back out to Hall, right corner. To Graves, right block. Now here's Oswald once again, looking for some contact. Doesn't get the foul, but will get his own offensive rebound eventually. And this time to put it up again. Can't do it again. Third time's a charm, and that is going to be another offensive foul as Micah Makings takes the charge, gets the feet set. That doesn't go right up though, as Oswald there got his own offensive rebound twice. It ends up getting called for the offensive foul. Now here's Makings across half court, quickly here working against Hall. Now kicks it out here to Heron. Now back to Skillen. Cross court to Makings, left corner, little pump fake. Now wide open tray. Bang! Michael Makings. The Blue Jays are red hot right now, making it a 15-3 ball game. Makings up to 8 points now. Here's Oswald, lost the handle. Goes to the hands of Graves from behind the basket. Graves, little hook shot can't go, and Burke there for the board. Now Makings up across half court. Now Burke, left corner, looking for his own there, and gets it to fall. That is the magic corner right now here for Rockport. Make it 18-3, and that is another 60-second timeout call here by head coach Kevin Dodson. Having a little chat with the refs right now. It's a full 60-second timeout, 18-3 the score here. Rockport will step aside, be back after this. They're on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com.
Seeing is believing. That's what you'll hear from customers that choose Barrett Auto Center of Glenwood time and time again. Barrett customers come in for vehicles and service work, but they come back for conversation and honest advice. They want one of the largest pre-owned and fully serviced inventories in KMA land, and they return when they've gone elsewhere and it just isn't the same. See and believe for yourself how little differences add up to a better car buying experience. Come back to Barrett's and Barrett'sAutoCenter.com.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. Ethan Hewitt here with you. 18-3 ball game here on game 2 of this 235 conference doubleheader here tonight. Rockport up big over East Atchison early in this one. 15 unanswered here for Rockport now. As Hall handles it now, back to Erickson. Back over to Hall, wide open. Tray ball, right corner for Hall off the mark. And now the rebound gets there in the hands of Oswald. Now Hall going to take another stab at it from that right wing from deep. Can't do it, and Burke there for the rebound. Now here's Makins across half court to Burke, right wing. Burke driving into the paint, stepping through, kicks it out to the corner now. Driving. There's Cade Makins. Good block from behind there by Oswald. Now across half court. Here comes Oswald with it. Now back to Erickson. Over to Spinato now, right wing. Trying to feed it down low. Got tipped though, and Cade Makins back in the game now. A little wobbly when he went out, but back in the game. Now good to see him back in. Micah Makings now over to Heron on right wing. Guarded tightly here by Hall, back and forth. Now eventually gives it off to Micah Makings. Still on the right wing, guarded tightly here by Spinato and Hall. Bounces it over to Burke, left wing. Now to Cade Makings. Cutting there, Jacob on the baseline. Block there by Erickson from behind, and that will sail out of bounds. And there will be an inbound here for Rockport from the baseline. A couple of substitutions as Brecken Kelly and Banak Skillen check in for Rockport, and meanwhile Colin Headland checks back in here for East Atchison. Minute 42 left here in this first quarter. 18-3 ball game. Now here's Micah Makings, short jump, left corner jumper off the mark, and rebounded there by Headland. He'll give it off to Erickson, up to Spinato now. Now to Erickson. Back over to Spinato. Wolves trying to find some penetration here. Spinato cross-court pass to Oswald. Oswald, tray ball, left wing. That one rattles out. But Headland chases down the rebound in that far right corner. Now he's going to drive back here, and this time the foul will go in favor of East Atchison. Cade Makins gets called for the blocking foul down low. With a minute 15 left here in this first quarter. Being inbound for the right side of the basket here for the Wolves. They get it in here to Graves. Mid-range jumper can't get it to fall. And now Graves chases down the rebound. And now they feed it down low to Headland. Left block, and he'll get fouled. And will have 2 shots coming up here for the line. The Skillen will get called for the foul. That is his second. Also the third team foul, here for Rockport. As Headland has the line for his first visit to the line. First free throw from Headland rattles around and in. There's their first points here the past 3 or 4 minutes now. Makes it 18-4. Here Headland, second free throw, a little off the mark. Rebound though, gets tipped out back to Headland. Now the putback goes. 18-6 now here with under a minute left in the pass. The Makings was looking for Skillen there in that corner. Pass is a little high though. That will sail out of bounds and be another opportunity here for East Atchison to try to cut back into this lead here late in this first quarter. 50 seconds left now here in the first. Erickson now to Spinato. Guarded tightly here by Kelly. Now over to Oswald. Back to Spinato. Over to Erickson to Headland in the corner. Back to Erickson. Give it out to Spinato. Spinato now back to Erickson. Now to 30 seconds. Now here over to Graves in the near corner. Working it around the perimeter still. Now they finally get it to Headland. Headland, I'm going to drive here. Tough shot. Fade away from the basket. Just rattles out of Makings there for the rebound. Now high pass down court to Kelly, and Kelly keeps it alive. They were looking for a travel there. This East Atchison fan base, but they are not going to get it. But it will go back to East Atchison nonetheless here as it goes out of bounds off of Rockport. And now there's a little miscommunication here, it looks like, I believe. They're going to try to say Coach Carpenter here might have tried to call a timeout before Rockport turned it over. And they are going to give Rockport the timeout here. So we got that in. But quick 30-second timeout. We'll step aside as well here. It's 18-6 the score here. Rockport up over Atchison here. This one back after this.
For over 25 years, Chat Mobility has provided you the latest technology, competitive prices, and a nationwide high-speed network. Though important, we're a whole lot more. We serve your hometown communities, sponsor your local chambers and events. It's our goal to work hard while giving back to those who graciously support us. At Chat Mobility, our interests are much deeper than providing great service. We're just committed to serving you. To learn more, see us at chatmobility.com today.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. Rockport gets the timeout, and then we'll give it into Kelly now. Here with 10 seconds left. Now over to Cade Makings, right wing. Now to Micah Makings, 6 seconds. Now back to Cade. Puts up the tray ball, right wing. That one rattles out. And now a quick putback, though, there by Corby. Jacob was off the mark, and that will, I believe, will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now we're going to have a foul call, it looks like. Cade Makings had got another offensive rebound. They will say he got fouled there as time was expiring. And they'll get that one on Cameron Oswald, his second. And now Cade Makings from the stripe hits the first. Looking to make it a 14-point game with the second one, and he does. A 20-6 ball game here after one. Rockport up big here over East Atchison as we get ready, set for the second quarter. Back after this on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com.
For the very best in convenience, it's Cubby's. Stop in today for hot and fresh food, plus that local spirit that you'll always find at Cubby's. And when it comes to pizza at Cubby's, with every large pizza sold, Cubby's gives $1 to the local school district with the Raise Some Dough program. In fact, Cubby's contributed $29,855 in 2021 to local schools for educational and athletic purposes. Just another reason to stop, shop, and eat at Cubby's. For the Cubby's near you, go to Cubby's.com.
Unlimited fast internet you can always rely on. Look no further than FMTC's fiber internet. With so much relying on your internet these days, you need a connection you can trust. You can work from home, video chat, stream your favorite TV shows, and more without worrying about the stability of your internet. You could have what everyone else wishes they had.
Your connection legacy.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. 26th lead here for Rockport up over East Atchison here as we begin the second quarter of action here in Game 2 of this 275 conference doubleheader here this evening. East Atchison with possession to start the quarter. And now they're unable to haul it in there in the pass there in the corner. We'll lose it out of bounds and we'll go right back to Rockport. And now a little full court defense of East Atchison. And I was just about to say they broke it, but then Spinato steps right in the pass. In the passing lane and snags that one. Now a little jump fade away, can't go. And now Pfeiffer on the floor. The ball is rolling towards the corner. Spinato dives for it, but can't quite save it. And so that will stick with Rockport. The basket has just been ice cold. East Atchison has had some looks. Some of them have been pretty tough, but I just haven't been able to get anything to go really so far tonight. And now here's Makings. Has to pick it up, gives it off to Cade Makings. Now back to Micah Makings. At the point now to Burke. Back to Cade Makings, right wing. Gives it off to Micah. Long tray ball, top of the key, drills it. Micah Makings, 11 points now on the night. Makes it 23-6 with 6:57 left here in this first half. Now here's Oswald. To Hedlund, driving, right block, Hedlund. Blocked there by Burke, his second of the night. Now Makins has to pick it up, gets pinned there by Spinato, and will eventually get it across half court, but that will be not before Coach Carpenter gets a timeout. Full 60-second timeout called. 23-6 the score here. Rockport up over East Atchison in this one. Step aside to back this here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com.
Hi, this is Alan at Hawkeye Ford, reminding you that we are your destination for new and used vehicles in southwest Iowa. We accept many options for trade-in with or without wheels to get your deal done. Hawkeye Ford is also your southwest Iowa WeatherTech headquarters. So come on down with whatever you need to get done to get into a new vehicle for you and your family.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. Ethan Hewitt here with you. Well, Rockport building a bit of an early lead here, 23-6 here with 6:40 left here in this first half. As coming out of the timeout, Rockport will have the possession. And now they work to the corner to Burke. Getting it down low to Skillen, and Skillen is going to get knocked away from behind by Spinato. Will go out off of the Wolves, so it will stick here with Rockport. Going to be an inbound here from that left side of the basket. Cade Makings the one to inbound it. Gets it into Micah Makings in that left corner. Double teamed. Here's Makings. Active hands. Gets it to Skillen though. Left wing. Now they kick it back out to Makings. Now cross court pass to Cade Makings, who's going to take a shot at driving here with the left hand. Rolls it in. 5-6 here now. 19-point lead here for Rockport. Just over 6 minutes left here in this first half. Now they kick it out to Hedlund, right corner. Driving, that's going to be an offensive foul. Rockport is good about getting his feet set down low. The Cade Makings takes another charge. They get the Hedlund, obviously, for the offensive foul. Couple of substitutions for both teams. Corbin Jacob as well as Brecken Kelly check in for Rockport. Meanwhile, Owen DeRozier and Colton Hall check back in here for East Atchison. Now Micah Makings will take the inbound. Full court man defense here. Makings now gives it off to Kelly here on this near side. Kelly will come back towards the middle now to Burke at the point. That's a cut there down low. And there Jacob not quite able to get the finish. And DeRozier is there for the rebound. Gives it quickly to Spinato. Now DeRozier has it left wing. Working back towards the middle now. Gives it back to Spinato. Long tray ball from there for Spinato. Nails it. 25-9 now the score. Those are the first 3 points of the night for Spinato. Got a big hole to dig out of though. Now down 25-9. Micah Makings now left block. It's rejected there by Colton Hall. Now here goes Spinato quickly. Jumper left elbow. Spinato feeling it and he drills it. 25-11 the score now. A little bit of life here for East Atchison. Makings also there for a second, and that's going to be a carry violation. It looked like. I'm actually going to say he went over and back. It looks like they're around half court, so we'll go to East Atchison here. Rozier 11 inbound here from the center stripe. Now here's Spinato. They give it to DeRozier, now to Graves. And Graves gets rejected by Burke. Burke now up to 3 blocks on the night, using that size and that length. 3 already tonight. Inbound here on the left side of the basket for the Wolves. And now here's Oswald, kicks it out. Hall, tray ball, right corner. That one a little long. Graves though with the offensive rebound. Now powering back up, and the putback won't go. And Burke is there for the rebound. Now here's Makings at the point. Over to Cade Makings now. Now feeding down low, Spinato steps right in the way, intercepts another pass. Now Spinato using the speed, getting back quickly. Fadeaway jumper, a little long. Micah Makings there for the rebound. And now he'll slow things down here. 25-11 lead still here for the Rockport Blue Jays. Just over 4 minutes left. Makings gets held up, has to get up court quickly. Now here's Heron, gives it off. Now Micah Makings, top of the key. Tray ball, that one a little long off the glass. And Oswald is there for the rebound for East Atchison. They'll work quickly across half court, driving. Tough shot, gets the foul, and he will have 2 shots coming up here from the charity stripe with 3:51 left. Trying to cut back here into this lead. We're down by as much as 19 here in this one. They've cut it back here to a 14-point lead. As the first one there from Oswald is off the mark. And Benak Skillen checks back in here for Rockport. He replaces Cade Makings. That was also on Corbin Jacob, his first of the night. That sends Oswald to the line, and he's able to hit the second free throw. Past 6 now. Have come courtesy of the Wolves. 25-12 the lead, 30:46 left. Now here's Skillen driving, baseline, has to kick it back out. Now here's Burke, top of the key, tray ball, that one well off the mark. Off the side of the backboard, and Graves is there for the rebound. Now Spinato stepping in, kicks it out. DeRozier, tray ball, right wing, bang! And just like that, East Atchison has quite a bit of life here. They cut it back to a 10-point game. Down by 19, they've cut it back. Now here's Makings driving up court quickly, bounce pass down low. Here Heron can't quite finish, and now a scramble for the rebound, and it's hauled in by Graves. The momentum here for the Wolves. Here's Oswald, short left corner, has to pick it up. Gives it off Spinato, long tray ball from there. That one a little off the mark, and now Skillen there able to secure the rebound. And now Blue Jays will slow things down again as we creep under 3 minutes left now here in the first half. Now handling it there. Here's Jacob feeding it down low, looking for Makings, left block. Makings, the hook shot gets blocked there by Oswald. And now he'll give it off to Spinato across half court. 25-15. The score now, 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. They give it to Graves, left corner, back to Spinato. Now here's Hall, wide open, tray ball from that corner, drills it. What a run here for East Atchison. They've cut the lead back to 7. 12 unanswered now here for the Wolves. Here's Makings. Driving, step back, kick it out, wide open. Burke, left wing, tray ball, that one off the mark. Well, there for the rebound is Heron. He's going to get fouled on the floor. And that will also put Rockport into the bonus. Philip Heron will have a 1-on-1 opportunity coming up here from the line. Heron has to take a couple of free throws, so they'll wait for the substitution. Cade Makings is wanting to come back in for him, but instead, Heron will have a couple of shots coming from the line. First one is on the way of the 1-and-1. That one is off the mark, and now Spinato rips away the rebound, coming back quickly. Now looking to kick it out to Hall, but Jacobs gets back quickly in defense and tips that one out of bounds. And now Makings will check back in here for Heron. And it's going to be an inbound from the right side of the basket now here for East Atchison. And Spinato will be the one to inbound. Gets it into Oswald in the corner, floats it out now here to Hall. Now over to DeRozier, to Graves, near side. Now he's going to lose the handle on it again. They're still scrambling for it, though. Now Micah Makings eventually secures it now across half court. Makings driving. He loses the handle now to Skillen. Now the top of the key to Burke. Burke, he's going to drive, step through, some contact, no foul, but gets the shot to go. And extends the lead back to 9. 7 points now for Burke on the night. High pass there is hauled in by Oswald. Now to Spinato at the point. He uses the handle for a second, but picks it back up. Now over to Hall, right wing. Now into the paint. Here's Oswald. Jumper, that one off the mark. And now a fight for the rebound. Oswald gets it. Now he loses it, kicks it back out to Spinato. Top of the key. Trey ball. That one rattles out, and Burke there for the board. Burke has been doing it all so far tonight here for the Blue Jays. Just over a minute left. Now here's Skillen. Baseline has to pick it up. Gives it out to Makings. And now Makings gets the play set up now. Here's Makings driving, spinning back inside. It's a little circus shot there, and he gets the foul as he takes a tumble to the hardwood, and he will have 2 shots coming up here from the line. 55.5 seconds left now here in this first half. It's 12 unanswered here for East Atchison to cut it back to a 7-point lead for a bucket there from Burke. Extending the lead now, a free throw here from Makings. Give him 12 points on the night. Also, Alex Erickson will check back in, replaces Cameron Oswald for East Atchison. As a second free throw for Makings is a little long. Offensive rebound, though, by Burke. Now he'll give it out to Micah Makings once more. Now Makings pulls up, wide open tray ball off the glass, off the mark. And rebounded there by Hall. Now he tried to get it away, and that's going to be... that's going to be a technical. They're going to tee up Spinato, it looks like. Must have said something there. Don't really do much action. Let's see what the refs decide to do here. Spinato has been teed up. Let's see what the ref says. That is going to be I'm going to give a push against Corbin Jacob. That is also going to be a technical against Spinato. I'm guessing Spinato might have said something or down there that refs didn't take too kindly to, and now Makings hits the first free throw off the technical. Extends the lead back to 11, looking to make it 12, and he does. 30-18 the score. And now we'll have an inbound here for Rockport. Of course, after the technical with the possession. 45 seconds left here. It's a 12-point ball game. Now, Makings takes the inbound. Over to Jacob, left wing. Now they give to Skillen. Cross court to Burke. Burke now driving. Tough shot there, some contact. Can't quite get it to go. Skillen offensive rebound, though. Now here's Cade Makings, left wing. That shot also off the mark. Now I'll fight some collision there for the rebound, and that's going to be against Micah Makings there as it took a collision there with Colton Hall fighting for the rebound. That is Makings first also. Now one more foul, although 25 seconds left here now here in the first half. Now cross-court pass to DeRozier. Now feed it down low to Headland. Back out to Erickson now at the point. Over to the near side. Hall, tray ball, left wing, drills it. Colton Hall, 6 points. Now on the night, cuts the lead back to 9 here with 7 seconds left. Micah Makings now. Here's Burke. 5 seconds. Now to Skillen. Free throw line back to Burke. Pulls up way deep for Burke. That one rattles off the rim and out. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. A 30-21 score here in this one. Rockport had gotten up by as much as 19, but East Atchison claws back. Makes it a 9-point game here as the teams hit the lockers. We'll step aside real quick. Have some halftime thoughts coming up after this here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com.
Iowa Western Community College has important news for you. If you're a high school senior trying to figure out what your next step in life will be after high school, consider this. Students learning trade-specific skills will get you into the workplace quicker, making a good living and having a lot less college debt. Iowa Western offers 1 to 2 year programs in nursing, welding, industrial tech, and advanced manufacturing, plus many others. Great skills and great pay in less time. Talk to Iowa Western Community College in Clarinda and Shenandoah and start planning your future now.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. Ethan Hewitt here with you on this game 2 of this 275 conference doubleheader here this evening between Rockport and East Atchison. Well, in the boys' game right now, it is a 30-21 ball game here. Rockport up at the moment. Oh, it was a massive first quarter for the Blue Jays. They held East Atchison to 6 points, also posted 15 unanswered at one point, had a big 20-6 lead after one, but then they got the first 5 of the second quarter, pulled up by as much as 19. But then East Atchison had a little bit of life, had a 12 unanswered there in the middle of that second quarter, but then Rockport is able to come back and get 5 of the final 8 points, and then a tray ball there from Colton Hall close us back to the 9-point ball game that we are at the moment. Some of your leading scorers so far on the evening for Rockport. Micah Makings leads the way with 14 points on the night, also 7 points courtesy of Aiden Burke, also has 3 blocks along with a handful of rebounds already this evening. Meanwhile, Cade Makings has also chipped in with 4. Meanwhile, offensively for East Atchison, it was a cold first quarter, but then in the second quarter, Colton Hall comes up big with a couple of tray balls. He's up to 6 points on the night, leads the way. Jarrett Spinato, 5 points for him. And Cameron Oswald has also chipped in 4 on the evening. What are some of your leading scores? Well, once again, it is a 30-21 ball game here. Rockport up over East Atchison here at halftime. About the second half of action coming up after this. Should be a fun conclusion, this one. Be sure not to go too far here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. Ethan Hewitt here with you from Rockport. We'll be back after this.
We've got 2 more wrestlers for you on the KMA Sports Wrestling Pulse, and it's a pair of grapplers that are aiming high in the final week of the regular season. Let's start in Class 1A with Mikey Baker of West Sioux. The top-ranked wrestler at 152 pounds has had a great career. He's having a great season, and he's hoping it gets even better over the next 7 or 8 days. Well, Mikey, it's obviously been a really nice season for you. Just speak to it. What are your thoughts on how things have gone as we get into the postseason?
Started off the season, didn't really go my way. Had a few setbacks, but talked to my coach, my parents. We decided to get another knee surgery. Did that. Now I've been back, competing a lot, and feeling good, ready for this postseason run.
Yeah, how tough was it to bounce back from that early knee injury? And do you feel like right now you're at 100% or pretty close?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go.
That's awesome. When you reflect on your season as a whole, what have been some of the highlights? What are some of the things you're proud of as you've navigated throughout the year?
Not really proud of anything yet, but with the state championship and goal, I'd be really proud of that.
Yeah, and I know you're hoping to get that here the next couple of weeks. Throughout the season, what have been the things that you feel you've done well on the mat that has created success for you more often than not?
I've been trying to score more points and move my feet more. I've been letting a lot of kids up and getting more takedowns. I like trying to set a higher pace in my matches.
Yeah, a lot of times I think you see high-level wrestlers like yourself go with the takedown, let up, takedown mentality rather than just pinning. When you're doing that, I mean, that's the thing, right, where you're trying to maybe work on some things and get your offense down?
Yeah, not only is it going to allow me to score points, but when your opponent is getting taken down constantly, then let back up, it's going to make them not want to be on that mat anymore, and that's when you can capitalize on a lot of positions.
Do you have a favorite move or a favorite thing that you try to do, match in and match out?
Not really a specific move. I like wrestling from some space here and then. Lots of fakes and level changes.
Yeah, what's the one area with your skill set right now that maybe at the start of the year, and maybe the injury didn't help this either, but what at the start of the year did you say, okay, this is where I need to get better at it, and how do you feel you improve in that area?
Definitely pulling the trigger more, and then with that came my conditioning, being able to wrestle longer and go a full 6 minutes or more.
You touched on earlier, not necessarily being proud of anything at the moment because there's a lot more coming up with, of course, districts and in the state tournament. do you allow yourself to think about what it would mean for you or to you to go on a great run here in the next couple weeks and end the season on top like you'd like?
Yeah, of course. I've dreamed of winning the state title since I was a kid, and all the work I put in the past how many years it's been for this moment. So I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that this dream will come true.
Yeah, and definitely one of the favorites in your district, no doubt. But to get to state, when you look at your district, what do you need to do? What's the approach for you on Saturday?
I'm looking to go out there, score a lot of points, and dominate. Set the standard for what I'm going to do at the state tournament.
And we also talked with Greene County's McKinley Robbins, a 3-time state finalist, 1-time state champion, taking his talents to Oregon State in the future. Robbins was a runner-up as a freshman, state champion as a sophomore, runner-up last year, hoping to get back on top of the podium this season. All right, McKinley, senior year, you've had a fantastic career, but the high school side of things are winding down. What are the thoughts right now on it being the end of your high school career coming up?
I'm excited, but I'm also not ready for it to end because I know there's nothing like high school wrestling, but at the same time, I'm ready for college and what that has to bring for me.
Yeah, of course, going to Oregon State to wrestle collegiately. When you reflect on your senior season so far, what have been your thoughts? I know you've been in some tough tournaments. You've wrestled some really, really tough competitors, but you've had a great season, at least from my perspective. How do you feel things have gone?
I think I've wrestled really good this year. My only loss was a medical forfeit. I kind of banged up my knee at a pretty tough tournament, and I would have wrestled Ryder Buck from Waverly in the finals, and I really wanted that match. But it was, in my eyes, I didn't think it was worth the potential of making things worse, so I had to sit that one out. But other than that, I think I've had a really good season so far.
Yeah, what have been the things on the mat that you've done well this season?
I think my attacks and my offense have been very strong this year, and then my top, like my turns they've been on point, and I don't know, I'm just feeling really good going into the state tournament and districts.
Again, we're talking McKinley Robbins of Greene County. You're at 138. Cale Peterson's at 132. What a great combination there. And for you, how great has it been to have a workout partner like that? Every day at practice to help you hone your craft.
Yeah, it's really nice. Before Cale came, I'm not trying to discredit what I had before for partners, but having Cale is definitely to my benefit because being in the Seabolt room with each other, we both know what our job is, and that's to win and win at the highest level and wrestle hard. So having him there with me helps a lot.
Of course, you have a state championship under your belt already in your career, but also you've been on the other side of that a few times. As we get into February, we get into the postseason, are those previous tournaments, are those motivators going forward?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think about the times that I lost more than the times that I think about that I won, and it's exactly what you said. It motivates me because that feeling sucks, and I'm going to be on top this year.
Yeah, what do you have to do to make sure you don't have that feeling and to make sure you end up on top?
I think just going out there for 6 minutes and wrestling all out. I've been trained. I've been with Seabolt for 7 going on 8 years, so I know that if I just go hard, nobody can hang with me.
Huge thanks to Mikey Baker of West Sioux, McKinley Robbins of Greene County for taking time to join us and talk about their seasons and their careers. Reminder, KMA Sports has live coverage tomorrow from the 2A District Tournament in Glenwood with Ryan Matheny and Nick Stavas. And I'm in Oakland for their 1A District Tournament. Looking forward to all of that. Glenwood baseball star Caden Anderson is going to take his talents to Nebraska in the future, and he's with us now to talk about that commitment. Caden, just a junior's already had a great career and a lot more fun stuff coming from him. Caden, how are things going today, man?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's a great feeling after you commit. So I'm in high spirits for sure.
Yeah, playing baseball at a high level like this in Nebraska, I'm sure it's something you probably dreamed of for a long, long time.
Yep, ever since I was 3, I've been dreaming of playing college baseball, and it's really nice to achieve that dream.
Yeah, just kind of fill us in. 1, what has baseball meant for you, playing it growing up? And 2, I'm sure it's something you're doing year-round, right? I mean, you're playing baseball basically all the time?
Yeah, so basically fall, winter, spring, and summer, whether I'm playing baseball in games, I'm practicing as well. But yeah, I mean, ever since I was young and I started baseball, it's been my favorite sport. It means a lot to me. I'm very passionate about it, and it's a very fun team game that I get to play with a bunch of my friends year in and year out.
Yeah, and you could just tell in watching Caden play that they're just having a lot of fun playing baseball. Now you get to do that in Nebraska. Of course, you've still got your junior and senior seasons there at Glenwood. But talk about this opportunity with Nebraska. What was it that made that the place for you?
Well, so it all started 2 weeks ago. I went to a camp for them. I performed pretty well. They really liked me, and I got to know the coaches a little bit, see the facilities, see kind of what Nebraska baseball is all about, and it kind of all just pieced together. Like, I really...
When people ask what my dad does, I still don't have exactly the right answer. This is Sadie, and my dad is Shane from Schaff Ag. I know he takes calls and texts early in the morning and late at night. I know he does research to find the best products at the best prices. And I know he says, I'll get that done for you. But I guess I'm still not sure what all is involved in every aspect of agronomy. But I know my dad does it all. Call Shane at Schaff Ag and see for yourself. 712-520-1333.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School here on the KMA Video Stream at KMAland.com. We'll start off the second half here. Rockport had a quick turnover on their first possession, and now we have a foul here against Rockport, and that will send Braden Graves to the free throw line for her first visit of the night. It's a 30-21 ball game here at the moment in favor of Rockport. Make it 30-22 after Braden Graves knocks in the first free throw. There is his first point of the night. Makes it 30-22. Now trying to cut that to a 7-point lead, and he does. Just like when it seemed Rockport might start to pull away a little bit. We're up by as much as 19 in that first quarter. 12 unanswered from East Atchison cut it back to a 9-point lead there at the end of one, and now they get the first two of the second half, cut it back to 7. Now here's Burke beating it down low to Skillen. And Skillen kicks it back out to Burke, top of the key. Now Burke driving with the right hand, lost the handle, and tossed it right to Colton Hall. And now, when it will get tipped out of bounds here by Rockport, it will stick here with East Atchison. East Atchison pulled off a nice second quarter clawback. They didn't quite make it a comeback just yet, but they're back within single digits here after being down by 19 there in that first quarter. Now here's Hall, left corner, tray ball, Redding's in and out, and Burke is there for the rebound. Burke has been doing it all, 7 points, now 6 rebounds, 3 blocks, also a couple of steals for him in this one. There's Philip Herring, gives it to Skillen at the point, now to Burke, right wing. Now back to Skillen here at the point. Slip under 7 minutes left here in this third quarter. And now Alex Erickson got the tip and chased it down and tried to keep it alive, but threw it right back to Micah Makings. Now here's Burke, driving, kicks it out. Makings was had a wide open tray ball there, but couldn't quite handle the pass, and he loses it out of bounds. Keeps us at a 7-point game here. East Atchison continues to come back here in this third quarter. Now over to Oswald, right wing. Now here's Hedlund, free throw line. Hedlund driving, spinning back inside, little fade away. That one can't go. But Graves is there for the offensive rebound and the putback, and off the glass. It is in for Graves. And now we are back to a 5-point game here, 30-25 Makings. In some trouble here, gets it to Skillen, who's nearly crossed half court, stumbled right around half court. Now they give it to Cade Makings, right wing. Now here over to Philip Herron in the corner. Now to Micah Makings. Here at the point, 6 minutes left. Now here in the third, they bounce it over to Skillen, left wing. Now to Herron at the point, over to Makings on the far side. Now a screen here from Skillen. Here's Makings. Now kicks it out to Skillen. To Cade Makings now. Makings. Got a tip there by Hedlund, but gets a hold of it. Now with the left hand, Makings rolls it in. Rolls it in, I should say. 6 points now for Cade Makings on the night. 32-25 the lead. Here with just under 5.5 left. Hedlund now free throw line, floats it out to Hall, now to the point. Erickson left side. Now here's Oswald feeding it down low to Graves. Real quick ball movement. Now here's Hedlund left elbow. Jumper is good. 5 points now for Hedlund on the night. Brings it back to a 5-point game. Now here's Skillen. Guarded tightly here by Graves. Aggressive. He picks it up. And that'll be a timeout called here by head coach Aaron Carpenter. Has the burn one here. Is in danger of that 10-second violation. Quick, full 60-second timeout, I should say. 32-27 the score. Here, East Atchison threatening Rockport's lead here, which is just over 5 minutes left. Third, step aside and back after this here on the KMA video stream.
This is Josh with Shore Motor Company in Clarinda to remind you that we are your local Chevrolet, Buick, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Chrysler dealer. With straightforward pricing, transparent trade appraisals, and no finance manager to deal with, we make your purchase the easiest you've ever experienced. That's our promise to you. And with an express lane for quick oil changes open 6 days a week, our service department is sure to impress you as well. Shore Motor Company in Clarinda, proudly supporting local high school sports.
Welcome back now here into Rockport, Missouri, here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com. The Atchison County rivalry here tonight. Rockport hosting East Atchison. In the boys' game, it is 32-27 is all the lead that Rockport has left after being up by as much as 19 in the first quarter. East Atchison has clawed their way back here with just 5 minutes left now here in the third. Rockport with the possession. Jacob has it in that far corner. Now driving baseline. Back to the basket. Has to get rid of it. And they will say that goes out of bounds off of Graves. Looks like Jacob got it bounce off of Graves' leg there as it goes out of bounds. Stick here with the Blue Jays. Inbound from the sideline. They get it into Micah Makings at the point. Now over to Burke, left wing. Out of the corner, here's Kelly trying to feed it down low to Micah Makings. Left block has to kick it back out to Kelly. And now he'll hand it off to Makings. Now Makings taking his shot, driving, stepping through with the right hand. Right-handed layup off the left side of the basket for Makings, up to 16 points now on the night. 34-27 the score. Now here's Erickson, over to Oswald. Driving, right block is blocked from behind by Cade Makings, who now hauls in the ball. And will give it off here to Micah Makings, who will work his way slowly across your half court. Now quickly up here to Burke in the left corner. As we near 4 minutes left. Now a little lane here for Burke on the baseline. Kicks it back out to Kelly. Trey ball from there. That went off the mark. And now Cade Makings chases down the offensive board. And the putback gets it to fall. Tough shot there for Cade Makings. Sends it back to a 9-point lead. Now here's Oswald. Erickson now back to Oswald. Trey ball, right wing. That one off. Linear iron, a little short. And Makings there is there for the board. And now here is Micah Makings driving. Little tough right-handed layup there. Can't get it to go. And Oswald is there for the rebound. Now to Erickson, over to Hall. Trey ball, left wing, that one off the mark, and Makings once again is there for the rebound. Cade Makings, I should say. And now Micah Makings brings it across half court. Now they feed it down low here to Kelly. Kick back out to Micah Makings. Right elbow. Right wing now to Burke. Taking his time here, picks it up, gives it off here to Jacob. Now to Cade Makings. Guarded tightly here behind a little screen. Now Makings kicks it out to Burke. Left corner, Trey ball drills it. Aiden Burke now up to 10 points on the night, extends the lead to 12, 39-27 now. That's going to be an offensive foul there as I believe Cade Makings took yet another charge. He has been doing that a lot here tonight. And he'll get the foul that time on Cameron Oswald. That is his fourth, so he will head to the bench along with Colin Hedlund as Charlie Lutherberry checks in for his first time of the night. And Owen DeRozier also checks back in. And now Micah Makings will take the inbound, guarded tightly here by Erickson, gets across half court, far side to Heron. Now to Burke, left corner, puts up the shot from there and tickles the twine. Aiden Burke lighting it up from deep now, 13 points, and just like that, Rockport has extended their lead back to 15, 2:25 left here in the third. Now to Hall, to Erickson. Now Lutherberry, they kick it out. Now down low to Graves, right block. Graves working his way back into the paint. A lot of aggression to Burke there with the big block, and Skillen trying to keep it alive. And now a fight for it in the corner, and it's going to go out. survey says off of, they're going to call it a jump ball, actually. So we'll stick here with East Atchison. I'm going to say both of them got a palm on that one. 10 unanswered now here for Rockport. Extend the lead back to 15. Now here's Hall back to DeRozier. Now Erickson left side. Back across to Hall, right wing. Now another cross-court pass to DeRozier. Under 2 minutes left now here in the third. DeRozier pulls up, tray ball left wing. That one well off the mark. And Skillen is there for the rebound. 4 blocks now for Burke on the night as well. And now here's Jacob left wing. Driving, working his way through a couple of defenders, lost the handle, and into the hands of Owen DeRozier, who gives it off to Erickson. Now up court to Hall, back to Erickson. Now over to DeRozier to Lutherberry. Now quickly moving it down low to Graves on the baseline. He will be fouled. And they will get the next Skillen on that one. That is his third. That Skilliparen checks out. Cade Makings checks back in for the Blue Jays. Minute 28 left. Now inbound for the right side of the basket here for East Atchison. They get it into Lutherberry. Now to DeRozier to Erickson. Now over to Hall, left wing. Back to Erickson now. To DeRozier. Working around the perimeter still. Now another high cross-court pass here to DeRozier. Feeding it down low to Graves. Right block, and Graves, little hook shot from under the basket. Can't quite get it to go, but does get the contact and the foul. And Graves will now head back to the line. And that time they will get Aiden Burke for the foul, and Burke has been filling up the stat line this evening. That's just his first foul, though. As the first free throw here from Graves is a little short. With 1:10 left, keeps us at a 15-point ball game, 42-27 in favor of the Blue Jays. And now Graves nails the second free throw. He's up to 5 points on the night, cuts it to 14-point lead for the Blue Jays. Now to Skillen over to Makings, Cade Makings. And now here's Skillen, long two-pointer from that left elbow area, and he's going to nail it. 5 points now for him on the night, 44-28. Now Lutherberry kicks it out to DeRozier. Now to Erickson around the perimeter left side. Now back to the near side. Now over to the Lutherberry at the paint. Wasn't quite ready for it. Bounced off his hands, but now Hall, left wing, tray ball. That one bounces up off the back of the backboard, they'll say. And so that'll give us an inbound here for Rockport. With 37 seconds left, 44-28 the score, 16-point lead here for the Blue Jays. Now, here's Cade Makings handling it, gives it off here to Jacob. Now Burke, right corner, tray ball rings around and out, but Micah Makings there for the offensive rebound, and one. So it's going to be a missed stray ball, but now another three-point opportunity coming here for Rockport. That's Makings looking to make it a 19-point ball game. With the and one, and rattles around and in. Making 19 points on the night, 19-point lead now for the Blue Jays. With 18 seconds left here in the third, here's DeRozier, now Erickson at the point. Lutherberry free throw line, they kick it out to Hall, back to Erickson, to the left side now to DeRozier, 10 seconds. They keep it around the perimeter now here to DeRozier, to Lutherberry, to Graves, and that's going to get tipped away by Micah Makings. Now 3 seconds, 2-on-1. Floats it from the top of the key, that one is off the back guy. But nonetheless, Rockport now heading into the final quarter with a big 47-28 lead. They tie their biggest lead of the night up 19. Here's we head to the final quarter. We'll be back after this here on the KMA Video Stream at KMAland.com.
This is Erica Total Farm Solutions west of Carson. We're excited to offer growers yet another way to increase their profits. We made this decision with input from our customers to go with a proven company, Pioneer. Pioneer Seed is a leader in the industry, and we are anxious to talk to our customers about the benefits of planting Pioneer. We wanted to take advantage of this opportunity for our customers. Contact me today at Total Farm Solutions, west of Carson, to find out more about how Pioneer on your acres can help your operation.
With your money, TS Bank. Whether it's saving a little extra cash each month or creating a long-term strategy, their goal is to help you transform your financial life. At TS Bank, they ignite prosperity by helping clients do more with their money. Visit one of the Southwest Iowa locations in Trainer, Council Bluffs, Atlantic, or Corning today. TS Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back now here into Rockport High School here on the KMA video stream at KMAland.com as we start the fourth quarter of action here. Big steal here by Braden Graves, and he'll lay it in from the left block. That was all palm there from Graves. 47-30 now the score, 17-point lead. Now here's Skillen left corner. Down low to Micah Makings. Makings, hook shot from underneath the basket. Can't get it to go, and now a little friendly fire there between Oswald and Graves as they fought for the rebound. Goes out of bounds off of it. And now Cade Makings gets it into Skillen. Now here's Micah Makings, short right corner. Oh, looking to kick that to Skillen there, and Hall tried to keep it alive, but he steps out of bounds with the ball in possession. And it'll stick here with Rockport. That one inbound on the far sideline. They get it into Micah Makings now, right wing. Now here's Heron to Skillen, now to Burke, left corner. And Burke, cross court to Makings, right wing. Trey Ball drills it. Micah Makings, 22 points now on the night and make it a 20-point game. Now the biggest lead of the night. Now here's Erickson trying to cut it. Reese Atchison can't do it. Jumper on the free throw line is off the mark, and Cade Makings there for the board. And now, baseball pass is intercepted here by Oswald. Now Oswald weaving his way through some defenders. Left block, shot off the mark. Rebound gets tipped around, and Micah Makings eventually hauls it in. 50-30 the score here in the fourth quarter. And now another steal here for Hedlund. Here comes the big man down the court with the right hand, rolls it in. 50-32. Now Rockport up with 6:22 left here in the ball game. Now here's Makings. Does eventually get across half court, picks it up right away. Now over to Skillen, right wing. Tightly here by Hall, now spinning inside, trying to move his way through some defenders. And Colton Hall is going to get called for the reach in on that one from behind. That'll be Hall's second foul. Substitutions here for Rockport. Corbin Jacob and Brecken Kelly check back in. They replace Heron and Skillen. From the right side of the basket, the inbound it to Burke, right corner. Trey Ball tickles the 28, and Burke is starting to light it up. 16 points for him. Now makes it a 23-point ball game here, 53-32. And now here's Hedlund at the free throw line here for the Wolves. They kick it back out to Oswald. Now he's going to take his shot driving. Short right, left corner off the mark. Hedlund with the offensive rebound, and he can't get it to go. And now there's a foul on the floor. They're called against Corbin Jacob for Rockport. That is his fourth team foul. Inbound now from the right side of the basket here for the Wolves. To get it in Oswald, right corner, Trey Ball. That one a little short, bounces up. Offensive rebound though by Graves and puts it in. Nine points now for Graves on the night. And Micah Makins will take the inbound. A little full court man defense still going on here for East Atchison. They give it over to Kelly, right wing. Now to Jacob. Getting down low to nice backdoor cut there from Burke and lays it in. And we will have a substitution coming up here. South to play for the quick substitution here for Rockport as Skillen checks back in. Oh, looks like they're saying that when Micah Makings needed to come out of the game, that I've had some load potentially. And it looks like there is a little bit on his jersey, so they will pull him off the court. He'll get treated here in the locker room. I had a bloody nose, it looks like, as he heads off to the locker rooms. We'll resume play now here for East Atchison. As Erickson brings the ball down, 5:15 left. They're in the ball game now, back to Erickson. Now he'll give it back to DeRozier, left wing. They work around here to this near side. Now Oswald, tray ball right corner, rings in and out. That's been the story all night for Reese Atchison there as Skillen hauls in that rebound. Basketball has been cold for the Wolves for the majority of the night. Outside of a Big 12 run they had at one point. Now here's Skillen right wing. Driving. Tough shot, some contact, no foul, and Graves with the rebound. He'll work her court quickly now. And he'll kick it out to DeRozier, left corner. Now to Erickson, passes a little wide and saves it just before going across half court. Now here's DeRozier driving. Feeds it down low to Graves, left block, and Graves gets stuck behind the basket to kick it back out to Oswald. Oswald driving, tough runner there, gets it to go there with a little floater. And that's going to be another timeout called here by East. Atchison cuts it back once again to a 19-point ball game here with 4:29 left. Quick 30-second timeout. We'll step aside as well here on the KMA Video Stream at KMAland.com.
For over 20 years, Chat Mobility has provided you the latest technology, competitive prices, and a nationwide high-speed network. Though important, we're a whole lot more. We serve your hometown communities, sponsor your local chambers and events. It's our goal to work hard while giving back to those who graciously support us. At Chat Mobility, our interests are much deeper than providing great service. We're just committed to serving you. To learn more, see us at chatmobility.com today.
We'll go back now here into Rockport High School here on the KMA Video Stream at KMAland.com. Ethan Hewitt here with you. 4:29 left here in this one, 55-36 the score. Here in favor of Rockport, Micah Makings has checked back in. Now a little jersey swap for him. We're now number 24. For the senior, leading scorer tonight, 22 points for him on the evening. And the refs still have a little discussion here with Coach Carpenter about that whole situation. Nonetheless, we will get set to resume play now with Rockport with the possession. Looking to inbound at full court defense. Here from East Atchison, they eventually get it into Burke. Now over to Cade Makings, who has some room. Now he'll kick it out here to Jacob. Jacob still around that free throw line. Makings cutting there, and he'll have a little more contact. He took a tumble and he will get fouled. That'll be the fourth team foul against East Atchison. Also the second. Confusion there on who exactly the foul was against there, but nonetheless, we will resume play now. Rockport takes the inbound, gets it into Cade Makings here left wing. Over to Skillen. And now Graves intercepts another one. Here comes Graves with the right hand, rolls it in. Another steal for Graves. Now more full court defense. They've got the lead back to 17 now. Here's Micah Makings now at the point. Over to Jacob now left wing. Here's Cade Makings. Back to Micah Makings now on that far side. Gives it to Burke now at the point, who pulls up. Tray ball from the top of the key. That one off the mark, and rebound gets tipped around off. Is still in there. Had the offensive rebound for a second. Ends up letting it go out of bounds as Hall checks back in here for East Atchison, and Brecken Kelly checks back in for Rockport. And now Erickson to bring up across half court here for the Wolves. 3:35 left now here in this ball game. Back to DeRozier right wing. Back to Hall. Now over to Hall, to Erickson now. Back to DeRozier. Still working around the perimeter here. Now here's Hall. Gives it back to Erickson. Now they feed it to Oswald, who kicks it out to DeRozier right wing. Tray ball off the mark, and Micah Makings chases down the board in the corner. And now the flag coordinator will say it goes out of bounds off of Hall. So he's trying to steal away there from Makings. And it will stick here with East Atchison. Actually, excuse me. Now they give it in here to Oswald, left corner. And that rebound will be chased around and eventually hauled in by Brecken Kelly. And now we're going to have a foul called here. Against Braden Graves. That is his second. And on to Makings. And Makings lost the handle there for a second. Has to pick it back up. Gives it across court, though, here to Skillen. Now Skillen driving here with the right hand. Rolls it. And we're going to say the foul. There was on the ground before he got the shot off. So it's going to be an inbound. here from the left side of the basket for the Blue Jays. Cade Makings will be the one to inbound it. Foul there called against Alex Erickson as first. And gets it to Mike Makings, still in that left corner. Under 3 minutes left now. Makings spinning back down low and runs right into Braden Graves, and that will be 2 shots coming up now here for Micah Makings, they say. Third foul on Graves also. 7th foul. Rockport now into the bonus. 2 shots, though, coming the way after the shooting foul here for Micah Makings. And the first one will roll in. 23 points now for him on the night. Extends the lead back to 18. Looking to make it 19 with the second one as a little long. Burke, the offensive rebound. Now back to Makings. Lost it though, now gives it to Burke, and Burke has some room driving with the right hand. Can't get the short shot to go. Hall with the rebound, now quickly up court. Here's DeRozier. Right block, kicks it back out to Erickson. Now here's Hall wide open, tray ball, right corner. Hall, that one bounces off the iron. Offensive rebound though by DeRozier, now he'll work it back out. Now gives it to Erickson. Erickson pulls up, tough shot, looking for some contact. Can't get it to fall, and Skillen is there for the rebound. Now Makings gives it back to Skillen. Gets bowed up just before half court. Now he'll make it across. Feeds it down low to Cade Makings. And Makings will come out. Feeds it to Micah Makings at the point. Now over to Skillen. Little mid-range jumper can't go, and Hall is there for the rebound with just over 2 minutes left now here in this one. 56-38. Rockport has it. Now they feed it down low to Graves, and Graves lost his footing there, it looked like. Might have gotten tripped up a little bit. No foul called, though. Now here's Micah Makings. His pass gets tipped in the air there. I believe it was DeRozier got a hand on it. Ends up in the hands there of Hall. Now a pass down court. Ends up in the hands of Oswald, and he's going to drive baseline. Sending back inside. Tough shot with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Graves there with a rebound, and is fouled. On the way up there. I believe they'll be getting Burke for that one as he went for another big block. Actually, now they're going to give that one to Cade Makings. Down from behind, they will say. That is his third. And Graves will head back to the line once again. First one for him is on and in. $13 points for him, cuts it back to a 15-point lead. And now Graves trying to cut it back to 16. And he does, hits both free throws. 14 points for him now on the night. Brings us back 56-40. And now working out court quickly here is Corbin Jacob. Oh, a friendly fire there between Oswald and Graves there defensively. Well, Oswald is a little shaken up there. Now Makings on the far side, loses it for a second, chases it back down. Now wide open is Jacob down low on the right block, and he lays it in. Back to an 18-point lead now. East Atchison loses it. Here's Heron left block, goes up with it, gets blocked by DeRozier, and now it's going to go out of bounds off. I believe they're going to say it goes off of East Atchison, so we'll stick here with Rockport. On the left side of the basket now. 58-40 the lead here with just over a minute left. Now here's Micah Makings left corner. Works his way back out. And he'll bring it back here to the forecourt as Rockport prepares some mass substitutions now. With 46 seconds left here, Burke handles it left wing. Looking to float it to Makings there, but Makings wasn't ready for that one. Now substitutions will come in here for Rockport as the starters will take a seat. Big performance for Rockport here this evening. After a couple, past three games of East Atchison getting the best of the Blue Jays with 40 seconds left. Rockport is sitting with a 58-40 lead as some backups get some playing time now here this evening, and Skillen gets a hand on that pass, but goes back into the hands of Graves, and Graves on the right block powers up with it, and he will get fouled, and he will have another shot coming up here from the line. A pair of shots actually coming up from the stripe here for Graves. They will get Cade Makings foul on that one. Ozzie Hurst has checked in for his first time of the night, as well as Dakota Evans as Graves hits the first free throw. back 58-41, looking to can't quite hit the second to fight for the rebound, and Makings eventually comes away with it. And now, bringing it up here is Ozzie Hurst. Now he'll give it up to Cade Makings, 25 seconds left. Now to Skillen, then DeRozier got in the way of that pass. And now he's going to get stripped from behind. There by Dakota Evans, who's also getting his first playing time of the evening here with 17.8 seconds left. Goes out of bounds here. It will stick here with the Wolves. And Graves will inbound it now here for East Atchison on the near sideline. Gets it into Erickson. And now to Rozier, right wing. Tray ball puts it up and nails it. We give him 6 points now on the night. 58-44 the lead here as we hit 5 seconds left. Cade Makings will just hold it. And that will bring us to the end of this one. Rockport gets the best of the Wolves here this evening. 58-44 your final score. The Blue Jays walk away victorious here in this one over the East Atchison Wolves here this evening. Some of your leading scorers on the night. Micah Makings leads the way with 23 points, 18 points also from Aiden Burke in the win. 8 points also from Cade Makings on the evening. Burke, I should say, also loaded up the stat book. A couple of steals for him. Also had 4 blocks on the evening. Also had 5 rebounds. And meanwhile, in the losing effort, scoring wise for East Atchison, Braden Graves leads the way with 15 points on the night. Meanwhile, Colton Hall and Owen DeRozier chip in with 6 points apiece. And meanwhile, Jared Spinato finishes with 5 on the evening. Again, 58-44 your final score here this evening. In the first quarter, it was all Rockport. They had a big 15-point run there, 15 unanswered, I should say, there in that first quarter. East Atchison responded to 12 unanswered of their own. Time closed it in a little bit there in the second quarter, but then Rockport was able to get 5 of the final 8 there to extend their lead back to 9 before halftime, 30-21. And then Rockport came out big third quarter as well, held East Atchison to 7 points in the third quarter. They expanded their lead all the way back to 47-28, and then a bit of a back and forth fourth quarter, but nonetheless ends up being a 58-44 final score in favor of Rockport here this evening. Well, that'll do it here for us from Rockport. All of us here at KMA Sports. This is Ethan Hewitt signing off. We'll have more on this coming up later on tonight at KMAland.com.